Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wayward Dice. My name is Kale, and thank you for coming in tonight, today, or whatever time it is for you watching this. So today we're going to be continuing our Dragon Heist campaign, as we started, 3 weeks ago, I think? 3 Saturdays ago? 4?
Maybe a month, yeah.
About a month ago. So, yeah, this is just the next session. And yeah, I'm going to be playing Lick Halen, the Veil, and Dondo Goldheart, the Rogue. We also have a special guest today.
All right, I'm Justin, and I will be playing Juzei, the show Ranger, and I will be playing Jarasi, which has kind of been a ninja before, which I think I'm going to go a little bit more of a Donnie ninja.
Yes.
Which is a human rogue. So.
All right, I'm Zach. I'll be playing Malthur and Xanar Yakid. Malthur being the human wizard, and Xanar Yakid, also a human barbarian, who's very, very close to killing everything else.
Alright, and then I'm Nathan, and I'll be dungeon mastering again. Kale, do you want to introduce the racing class of your characters? Or at least the Veil?
Oh, yeah. Scourge ASMR Paladin is the Veil, and Dondo Goldheart is a dwarf rogue. Or a dwarfed rogue.
He wasn't a dwarf before.
He's always been a dwarf.
Oh.
But he's a dwarf.
Alright, so we're
dwarf.
playing
Yes.
the most recent Waterdeep Dragon Heist adventure by Wizards of the Coast, and
That's really small.
coming up in a week or two, I should be getting the next book in the mail. So there's a giant underneath Mount Waterdeep. There's a giant dungeon, which is kind of like the main driving force for wanting to do more dungeons and have more dragons.
Which is also perfect because we're already in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So it'll just transition
right in the yawning portal.
Yes.
So, that works.
So, anyways, so we're playing through this Start Adventure, and they have been trying to track down a missing friend named Floon, friend to one Volo, famous internet personality. I guess this would be the pre-internet days, but he's famous. He writes books. And
We already have fantasy email.
Yeah.
Ooh, we could just make fantasy.
So I think he's famous, kind of like Stephen King is famous, right? So.
Sure.
So Volo has hired you guys with the promise of reward with gold to find his friend Floon. You've been tracking him all across the the docks district of Waterdeep.
People are watching.
And
Where's that?
went to a warehouse and got ambushed, or anyways, got in a battle with some Kenku, these like raven birds, and then got some clues and have been trekking about the sewers below Waterdeep, and they've fought some creatures there. They've tracked some clues down to this little kind of like mini dungeon, I guess. It's their first dungeon. And when we left off last week, they killed some goblins, and then they also killed a gray dwarf, a dwergar, and one of the human rogue types that they encountered in the first scene. That was in a fist fight back in the Yawning Portal Tavern.
And we killed them.
Yeah, so they died. And then the two enemies they killed had been stacking furniture in front of a door. And
so we wittingly decided to just take down everything they said.
Yeah.
I mean, they told us that it was the dangerous.
So they were barricading the door, so they took down the barricade, and then out came an ooze, which damaged some of your weapons with its acid.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we killed it, and that's where we left off. The human rogue that you guys had killed actually had ran down one of the a tunnel leading off of this room through one of the doorways, and I believe was it Jarasi that threw a dagger and killed him at the end of the tunnel. So they've cleared everything so far except for the tunnel, and so they're in this large room where they've just defeated the ooze. The only place they haven't been yet is ahead at the end of a tunnel. There's kind of like two doors, a left and a right door. There's the door you came through behind you, but across from that, the left door is where the ooze was. That room is empty. We checked that. The right door, I think when Jurassic came back to it after killing the guy that was escaping, he closed the door behind him, so that right door is closed. Through that, he's told you there's a tunnel, and at the top of the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel, there's some stairs going up, and he nailed him with a dagger right as he went up the top of the stairs, and so he kind of flopped dead into the room, or at least flopped over in the room. We just assumed dead because he got nailed by a dagger right in the back. So the party, Jurassic did that.
Yeah, Jurassic. Yes.
He was doing some kind of like ninja flip off the wall dagger throw.
Awesome.
Like that's where we got the ninja.
All
That was
his idea.
earlier that time. I think he wall ran that time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. The flip was earlier with a crossbow. This one was just a wall run while
He's
throwing.
so full of awesome, we just kind of got confused.
Exactly.
On what extent the awesomeness is.
Alrighty, so I guess we're starting off in this room.
In this room, there is a table against the wall where the door is that you entered through with a lantern on it, which is providing illumination. There's the kind of like bubbling remains of a dead gray ooze, which the acid burns your skin and also permanently eats into the edge of your weapons and or any armor.
Don't touch it.
So it's just been killed. There's also a very dead dwarf in the center of the room. He's been stabbed multiple times.
Did the ooze have a diamond sword inside of it, like a +3 diamond sword?
That's Minecraft. No.
Oh, okay.
No diamond swords.
Darn. I think Dondo, from where he last was pretty much like he tried to blow it off as if he wasn't doing anything. You know, like basically just trying to chase the guy out. The ninja killed some things and then came back. But Dondo, like, I think he just picks up his lantern and he says, I think it's about time we go. And he just, like, opens up the door and starts to walk out.
To the tunnel?
Yep, to the tunnel where the other guy died.
Alright, and then, what about LaKaylin? What's she doing?
LaKaylin is going to I think she's just going to kind of look over. She can still see in the dark. And I think she casts light on... Zach, do either of your characters have an unsheathed weapon?
Xanar is an unsheathed weapon.
Okay, Xanar begins glowing as a whole. Is he at least 10 feet? Xanar's skin is now vibrant shade of yellow. Like, all of his skin.
Xanar is not happy about this.
Okay, then she makes one of his eyes glow yellow.
Xanar is still not happy about
He
this.
can see in the dark better.
He's blind.
Why don't we make his falchion glow yellow?
Okay. The very, very tip of Xanar's falchion starts glowing yellow.
The whole item's glowing yellow.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
Stop. Okay, what are Xanar and who's your other character? Malthor?
Xanar is he's kind of staying back, tending to his almost broken falchion after this whole fiasco with the ooze.
Melted.
But Malthor's actually taking up not really the front, but he's kind of part of the vanguard.
Okay, in the middle.
Yeah.
And so Xanar's staying back, or he's running ahead?
He's staying back because
Okay.
he's got to mourn over the loss of his blade.
And Justin is in a unique position. It's his first time playing characters. These aren't characters you've made yourself, but first time playing a character in D&D. He's new to D&D, but he has volunteered with his other group to be the DM. So he's DM'd how many times?
4 times.
4 times, but playing as a player for the first time tonight. So, well, you have 2 characters, so if one of them dies, I won't feel too bad.
Yeah, okay.
But if they both die, I'll feel a little bad for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Speaking of which, the bird is now watching over you. Something's gonna die.
Okay,
Oh.
something
else.
And then on that point, Jurassic kind of like struts over to Dondo and sits like 2 gold in his like hand, and it goes 2 gold pieces that Xanar's not walking out of this dungeon alive.
Okay, so you place a wager in the tunnel. Right,
Dondo, he's like, sure, I'll take it. I think he just takes it out of your hand.
and do the gold exchange. Or wait, are you just making a bet? Okay, he's just making a bet. So.
Oh, okay. Then I think Dondo. I think he grabs 2 gold and puts it into your hand, and he says, 2 gold says, and he I think he closes his eyes and spins around the circle. And
Is
the
he
6
pointing
people.
at himself?
Nope. Okay, so he's not included on a 6. Okay, on a 1, he points at you. He says, 2 gold says that you're gonna die. And he drops it on your thing.
Alright. Maybe you have like a betting pouch, and so the wagers go. That's a wagering pouch.
Yeah.
And so you kind of keep it in there.
Pops it in like the
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the only thing you're honorable about is
It's
like
like
when she plays a
bets.
wager,
Yeah.
it's like holy.
Yeah.
Like you don't violate
I'm
that.
not
You don't
gonna
violate
split
anything
it.
else. Maybe.
Alrighty, so I bet that you're gonna die, and you bet that someone else is gonna.
So you turn the tunnel. What about Jose?
Jose, I would think that since he's like the ranger, he would be like in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're hanging back. Xander's hanging back. Malthus. So you guys are actually not going in the tunnel right now, or are you just gonna be like last in the tunnel?
I'm going to be just the last of the group going in. I'm not gonna not go in.
What about Malthus and Xander?
Malthur's gonna go in probably like second because he's not like the front kind of guy.
Xander.
But Xanar, he's gonna go as close to last as he can get.
And Kale, so it'll be like Lachlan and Malthus in the middle, and
Yes.
Jurassic and Dondo.
Lachlan. Yeah,
What did I say? Did I say
you said Lachlan.
Lachlan?
It's the Kalen.
It's like Jalen.
Yes.
Cool.
It
Thank
is Lachlan.
What's up?
I was just telling the people thank you for watching.
Oh. Yeah. All right. So is Dondo or Jurassic? I guess you guys are kind of like peeking up the stairs, just kind of scouting up the room.
I think we're kind of both just walking
Alright.
together. We're both rogues, except I am holding a lantern. I think I look over and say, "Can you see in the dark?" And I think he snuffs out the candle before he can answer the question.
The distant room is actually illuminated.
Oh,
It's got like
Yeah.
torchlight.
he does that, and then he
So,
realizes,
yeah.
and then he just secretly like lights it again.
It's got like a little shade. You can like just make
Okay.
it. Doesn't, you can just like hide
Hang on,
it.
he makes like a big like
Uh,
menacing shadow look. Can you see in the dark? Closes it away, and then once he realizes it's lit, then he okay, never mind.
All right. So I'm gonna read the flavor text here. So when you guys peek over the stairs,
right.
threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of a long hall. On the that would be so looking at the stairs. The east wall's gonna be on your left. You're facing south. So curtains hang on the left wall of a long hall, in the middle of which there's a muscular half orc in some like dingy like robes.
Mm-hmm.
He's standing with his foot on the chest of a male human, kind of like stepping on his chest. And the human has wavy red blonde hair and matches the description of Floon, as was
Floon?
described to you by Volo.
Okay.
Xanar points. That's Floon.
Fire burns around the orc's clenched fists. So his fist is like got this like flame on it. And his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Like, no, ah!
Okay. All right.
Like that. Seated on a raised platform south of them on the further end of the room is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes. It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin, with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth. In its hand, it cradles and gently caresses what looks like a disembodied brain with feet.
Oh, I know these things.
All right, so Dondo and Jurassic, you guys are up first. The others
Okay.
haven't really quite seen this, but that's what you'll see when you go up the
So
stairs.
it's just preparation round, or can I?
I think I'm gonna whisper to you and I'm gonna say,
Well, you're peeking over the stairs since you've hidden the lantern. We'll say you're not spotted yet. So you guys can kind of describe what you want to
hang
do
on,
first.
hang on.
And if you want to discuss ideas,
Okay, so I'm a mastermind, which
Yeah.
basically means that I try to think things. And what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to say, let's think of something. I have a lantern. Lanterns have oil. We can throw it over and it'll catch on fire.
The orc looks like.
so you're gonna set the floor on fire. Okay.
Oh,
And
that's
what's your idea?
But the orc already has fire in his hands. That can like come back and.
Then he'll
light
catch.
us.
Then he'll go from on fire to more fire. I think he says, let's make a Molotov cocktail.
What's
Saw
Dondo's intelligence?
Definitely.
He's a dwarf. Never mind.
It's
All right.
it's a 10, but he's a mastermind. Intelligence.
Average
is
dwarf intelligence. don't look at
Yeah, John.
All right. And what's Jurassic? What do you want Jurassic to do?
Jurassic kind of like raises his light crossbow and then tries to like try to peer up a little bit to get a better vantage point, but try to stay hitting as much as possible.
Okay. And what do you want him to do?
Can I?
You want to shoot at the or
No, I don't want to. I want to hold my attack until he like tries to like come down on him or.
Yeah, actually, it looks like he's about to like shoot flames down on him. With
Oh yeah,
magic.
no, I don't think shooting then. I'm
Huh?
definitely
You
going
wanna shoot?
to
Okay.
attack the orc.
All right, so basically, since you're hidden and it's not spotted, you get advantage, which
Okay.
also makes it a sneak attack. So you actually roll 2 dice, and you'll
Alright.
take the higher roll.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, critical! All
Yeah,
right. So what was
nice.
your target? The orc.
The orc, yeah.
Firework.
And then that's 2d8.
Yep.
And then do I get the sneak attack with 6?
You'll get 2d6.
2d6.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So 6 and 17 points of damage,
Alright, and plus you'll also add your dexterity modifier.
which is gonna be.
Plus like 3 or something.
plus,
Down in
yeah.
the middle.
Oh yeah, plus
3.
plus 3.
Wait, so are we doing party
So
initiative?
20 points
Is
of
that what
damage.
we're doing?
20 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, you also got sneak attack, right?
You already did
Oh,
that.
jeez.
I did
Okay,
that.
yeah, that's what you did. Okay, perfect.
That is
How do you get a D? Oh, wow. That's a lot of D6. That's a lot of damage. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
flex state.
Flex tape.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah,
of
he thought his
damage.
plan was better than your plan.
I like
Alright.
it.
So let's see. So you.
His hand. He
All right.
made him drop the lantern.
So we'll say it's just like stuck like right into his shoulder.
What did you? What
Can
was
I
the
say
projectile
that's
you
the
used
shoulder
again?
of the fire hand?
Maybe he was aiming for that. Maybe that's why it would be like that.
Is that what you're aiming for?
Yeah,
Maybe with the one
try
he
to
was
stop
flexing?
the-
All right, and we'll say he releases the fire and it kind of like splashes off to the side of the guy,
Wait. Oh.
of
wow,
the side
okay.
of Floon. You can pretty well assume it's Floon now.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's Floon, yeah. And you're trying to.
Did you miss the description?
no. Yeah. No.
Did you miss?
I was working on figuring out what my skills are.
Xanar pointing and saying, "Hey, that's Floon," even though he can't actually see him.
I was trying to look for the mastermind skills, and I found them.
Okay.
So I know what I can do.
All right.
I can just give you
So
advantage every round.
there's an orc in robes like casting fire spells at Floon on the ground, and he just critted him with the crossbow.
Nice. Okay, then I'm gonna. Is it
Hold
my
on.
turn?
No.
Okay.
That's still going. Did you miss the description of the remainder of the creatures in the room?
Yeah, there was the tentacle guy with the brain.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I heard that. Okay.
Yeah, and
Then that's it.
you
Okay.
have D&D knowledge.
Alright,
you know.
so
Perfect, yes.
so the way like surprise rounds work is basically round 1. Anyone who has surprise goes in that round, which was just your character.
Yeah.
So we'll
Oh.
start round 2.
I mean, wouldn't it be safe to say that I probably did? Oh wait,
So
so,
we
you
rolled
just did
for
that.
You
without
already
saying
had a
anything.
chance
Yeah.
to describe your character, and you didn't do anything. So, so if somebody will roll initiative for the party,
Oh, okay.
17.
17.
and I rolled 16.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
So
yes,
the party
okay.
will go first. You guys can pick the order again. So now you will have to, before you can fire your crossbow again, you'd have to take an entire turn to reload it.
Oh, okay. All right.
So probably you would just switch
Throw a
weapons.
dagger.
yeah,
dagger.
I'm just. I would say.
I'm gonna say, hang on, I got this. And I grab a dagger, and I do this, and I throw it at the guy with the brain,
Okay.
really hard.
Can.
All right. So since the other guy's already been shot at,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of like waves his hand, and the dagger kind of like is gonna strike true, and it kind of just careens off to the side, and he gets up and immediately starts walking towards you guys, and then cuts over to a side where you see there's not the wall on the left with the curtains,
Mhm.
but the wall on the right. There's like some double doors, and he's like starting to go through the double doors.
Mind flayers are really
Has-
crazy.
Does Juice know who the what that creature kind of is at all? Can I remember
He's
that?
not even in the room, I don't
he's
think, is he?
only the two of you have seen it, so
Okay.
if he gets up there in time, it's already fleeing the room.
All right, it's getting out of there. I have no dodge.
And real quick,
Yeah.
this is awesome that I'm a rogue and you're also a rogue
Yeah.
because as a mastermind, I can use the help action as a bonus action and do it from at least 30 feet away. So you're just gonna get advantage and get sneak attack on your next attack.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just I think I'm gonna walk up behind you and I'm gonna kind of point your arm for your dagger to throw. You know, kind of like what you did, for golf to help someone.
So
I'm gonna do that for you.
Jurassi's still.
So you it's like golfing. You go behind him and
Yeah,
somehow to
yeah,
hold the.
yeah.
Oh.
I do this with his dagger and I help him throw his dagger. You get advantage. So
We keep in mind you're
So,
a
yes.
dwarf and he's a big.
He still
human.
sees the dude with the brain, right? And he's exiting as he exiting.
He's exiting the doors. Yeah.
So could I get a brain shot with the dagger? Trying to go for that.
aiming for the brain that he's
For
holding.
the brain that he's holding.
Yeah, with the dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
yeah. Go
so-
ahead and roll.
Roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage.
Yeah, because of my
And
help
then-
action. I can use help as a bonus action.
Um,
That's the mastermind
Well,
thing.
will
Does
it
that
give me
him
advantage?
Xanathar's guide
Or
into
plus-
everything. Yeah, that's what help does. Help gives you advantage.
Okay.
On an action you're
So
doing.
advantage. All right.
And then you also
Okay. I'm going to use
Inspiration.
inspiration to roll 15 plus.
All right. That'll hit it.
All right.
And then you get your
I'll
sneak
just-
attack damage with it as
Well,
well.
look up its
Okay.
stats really fast.
I like the idea that the help didn't actually help.
Sneak attack should be
There's-
2d6, right?
2d6.
Since you're level 3, you get 2d6.
Yeah, he rolled
Just
2d6 last time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow. Okay.
12 points of damage.
Plus,
Plus
did you add
your,
your
Yeah.
dex?
3. So
15.
15 points of damage to the brain.
Voila.
Definitely felt like there was something funky with that brain. I don't know.
I thought he was gonna escape.
Wait. So you attacked the brain? You didn't attack the creature?
No, I threw it right at the brain. Then he was
Oh, wow. Okay.
Alright.
Alrighty, so?
Jurassic is a ninja.
Yeah, he is a ninja.
He
Alright.
totally is.
Except that I did stand under you and I helped you hold your
Alright,
arm
so you
up.
definitely hit it, and it's like a glancing glow, kind of
Yeah.
strikes it. You see kind of like a spurt of fluid
Yeah.
against like the door that he's like pulled open,
Go look him.
Yeah.
and like the mind flayer kind of like looks at you, and it's like tentacles are like
Does it go brain
and it, like
attack?
steps through the
It's
door
their turn,
out of the
isn't it?
room.
Because the rest of the party doesn't even know that this is all happening. Does it?
Hold on, relax.
Yeah.
So both of your characters have acted.
Mm-hmm.
So now we can go to the other 4 characters before we
Okay.
go to the half, or not the half orc, the orc.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what was the marching order? So it was us two in the front,
And
and
then I
then
think it was Malther, and then
Lakaelin.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Kaylin was in the back.
Okay.
I think it was you.
so and Jusei and
Xanar.
Xanar were in the back, and so like
Lakaelin's in the middle.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
Malthur's next, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Malthur. So
And
you
then
go.
Lakaelin will be after that.
Let me look at my spells. I didn't.
So we're
think-
entering
So
through
the
the
orc
doors
has
now?
the bolt in his.
Can we still see whenever they walk through? Can they
Everyone's
see
in the everyone's kind of in the tunnel. Just you guys. The tunnel's like 30 or 40 feet long.
Mhm.
So you guys are at the very end of the tunnel at on like the stairs going
Mhm.
up into this room.
Can they see the mind flayer?
No, I just described that it had left the room.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he had completely gone through the doors because I saw the tentacle part. Or I heard that.
Yeah,
And then,
like what
yeah.
I was role playing was right. What happened is he like
Okay,
stepped
sure.
out.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's let Zach go.
That's a really good one, but I'm not gonna use it yet. So, all right, Malthor just is gonna step up and firebolt the
All
orc.
right.
You
Let's
know, good old style. The 13.
The ground is on
Alright.
fire, right?
So he kind of like ducks, and your firebolt goes wide. We'll say
okay.
it strikes one of the curtains on the left and sets it ablaze.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
So like Caitlin.
And then, do you want to move anywhere? Or just stay at the base of the stairs, maybe.
He's gonna start moving
We just
forward.
kind of like.
He's gonna like push his way through and start getting to the front.
You want him in the room? He can probably go into the room.
Yeah, he's
like,
getting in the room.
So he goes top of the stairs, just inside the room.
It's a wizard battle.
Okay. All right, Lakaelin.
Kaylin. She sees him holding the flute. She runs up and says, "Die, foul beast!"
Hold on.
Is she close enough?
No, she's not. Because
Okay.
she was hanging back. She could run up to him if she double moves.
She double moves and she's standing in his face.
All right, so she's ready to strike him.
Yes, she is
Okay.
getting ready to strike him.
All right.
And that is her turn.
So she's in melee now.
Yep.
And then we had Jusei
Jusei?
and Xanar.
Okay,
Xanar.
so can
Xanar?
Xanar.
Xanar, okay.
Jusei runs up to the top of the stairs.
Mhm.
Okay. He gets a good look at the orc. And how is he? How much in the range distance is the orc from Jusei?
From the top of the stairs?
Yep.
Like 15, 20 feet.
Okay. So.
Yeah, so the room's maybe 40 or 50 feet long. It's got like a high ceiling,
Mhm.
maybe like 15, 20 feet. So it's kind of like a large room, much larger than the other rooms you've been in, made of stone. And he's like kind of like in the middle of the room.
Okay. So he's gonna shoot his longbow at the orc.
Mhm.
With a.
That'll hit.
Yeah,
21.
definitely will hit.
That's 21. Yeah.
Actually,
I think it's
No one gets
That's
higher than
actually higher
21.
than 21.
Yeah,
Like 23.
23, yeah.
So, what?
2 plus
5
3.
points of damage.
Yep.
To the orc.
Five?
Often
Yeah.
5.
Piercing damage.
Oh, he died. No. Okay.
That'd be
I'm
great.
kidding.
Characters be on a roll.
Alright, who's next?
You glanced his heart.
Xanar.
Oh, it's Xanar, yeah. He's rushing up to the top of them stairs and throwing a javelin at the boy. I think he's got a javelin. He's gonna miss.
What'd you roll?
Ooh, he rolled a 2.
I mean, I'm right there in the way. Would it have hit me on a 2?
No.
No.
1. Probably.
Actually, don't barbarians... Can they re-roll? No, that's a half.
That's great weapons fighting.
No,
That's not a
yeah.
hit. Wait, hold on. What? You're in the back. You couldn't go up and do a melee attack.
He was
No,
doing
throwing
he's
a
throwing a
javelin.
javelin.
Okay, sorry.
That's what I was asking if he'd hit me since he rolled a 2 and I'm right in the
Nope.
front.
So you ran up to the top of the stairs and kind of like threw the javelin.
Kind of like... His heart wasn't in it. You know, kind of like, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh, it's the orc's turn.
so this orc's got like good reflexes. So,
Oh yeah, like Kaylin's standing over top of him with her weapon up, using no defensive like stance at all. Because she did just say "Dial foul beast." Now she has her arms up, ready to swing with her halberd. She's gonna just go straight down on his head. Is kind of her idea. I guess she's within 10 feet of him because of the reach. Hey, yeah. Oh, Nathan.
Is it?
You have a lot of d6 in your hands.
Well, there's like 8d6 here because he fireballs the top of the stairs.
Oh no.
Oh, he's a wizard.
Oh, man.
That's so many sixes.
10, 20, 35. Make a dex save for half damage.
All of us?
Well,
Not Lakaelin because she's
Not Dondo. Wait, on the stairs? Will Dondo get
Everyone
hit by this?
except Lakaelin is in range.
how close?
Okay, this is
Malthur.
Lakaelin's. Okay, never mind. I didn't need to roll one for Lakaelin.
Xanar's at 1 HP, so he's already like
We
down.
have.
Wait, how much health does he have?
21.
21. How
21?
much damage was it?
It's 35.
So if you don't
Yeah.
save, then you die for good. Then you die outright. You'll get charred into nothing.
That's a 10.
Does a 10 save?
Huh? No.
Oh god.
It's a DC's 14.
Okay.
Hold on,
Dondo
please
saved.
don't dictate what happens in the game. Just
I
make
was just
your
asking.
save and say your result.
Yeah, Dondo
And
saved.
Malthur gets a 17 save.
Okay,
We
so
got-
Malthur will take half damage. Will be from 35 to 17 damage.
well, he's still down.
We got an 18 for Juice and a 21 for
Okay,
Jurassic.
so they will each take 17 damage.
Each take 17.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
That's the save. It's
Look at
30.
their
If
max
they
health.
don't, yeah.
So they're all
Come on,
out.
Nathan. You just fireball this, and we have one character left. And she can heal though, but she's on top of the guy perfecting. I can talk Mayo out of this. I know that I can.
Yeah, so I rolled fireball. I rolled 2 6s, 2 5s, 2 4s, and then a 3 and a 2. So that's probably my highest damage fireball I've ever
I
rolled.
thought that I just saved their lives. No.
You just insta-died. I mean, hey, at least they didn't... Hey, if they would have taken, like, the actual damage, then this guy would have died outright. Well, no, he wouldn't have, I guess. 31 damage, right? He would
So,
have been extremely
just
close.
since the second round of combat is ending, and New York's like kind of like gloating, like "Die, fools!" and like Kalen's like striking at him.
Mm-hmm.
So he just blasted everyone. The fireball exploded, and it's
Does
like,
Lakaelin know what happened?
I mean, she can have like glanced. I mean, it's obviously casting a
I
fireball.
think that she saw the fireball, and I think, like, after seeing her entire party die, or at least get knocked down, I think she's just gonna drop her weapon and,
So
like,
since
say, "Don't kill us."
Since she was
No.
in melee, let me just double
You're
check.
not gonna
this.
help us.
No, she
You're
doesn't.
gonna die.
She might. I mean, like, we might die in this situation.
Yeah, I did
She's-
not expect that right off the bat. Both
my
characters
God.
dead.
Nathan, if she knows that she's gonna die, she'll take off one of her gloves and try to infect him with the disease, since she has this deadly disease that's gonna kill everybody. She starts the epidemic out of vengeance. She is an oath of vengeance. This makes perfect sense narratively. Nathan, what are you looking at?
I was like,
So
honestly,
in third
so
edition,
excited.
there was like a rule about like if you cast spells with somebody in melee with you.
Yeah, like, because he,
I
think
can't remember if there's a rule for that in fifth
because
edition.
realistically, the fireball, he's firing at Lakaelin,
Yeah.
who's like right there, and also
I mean-
massive.
I mean, Nathan, I have a question. If I make a certain DC deck save, could I have jumped in the way and taken all of the damage and exploded in their face?
No, the only one in position to absorb the fireball was Lakaelin.
That's what I'm saying. Could Lakaelin, like...
Oh, not Dondo?
No, I'm talking about Lakaelin. I'm saying Lakaelin stand in the way and the entire fireball ignite, like, all three of them. Like, fluent in those two. Could she, like, do something for that?
This is why I'm not a big fan of fireball.
Plot twist? Alright. It's time for a plot twist. Let's see.
Oh.
Plot twist cards, is that what they are?
Which one should I draw? Tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Hang on. We'll let the dice decide. Roll a d6.
Okay.
And I'll grab that many. One is the first one right here.
4.
1,
I beat you 2, I'm sorry.
2,
Or one.
3, 4. Opportunity lost.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. So she tries to drop in front of it, and
It like goes between.
it goes right
her
past and nails everybody.
Dang it! Why is that what we got?
See, why'd you not
Nathan,
roll
this
one?
is so much more dramatic. Like, I don't even care if it's an insta death. It's just
So is everyone down except for Lakaelin?
everyone is down
Yes.
except for Lakaelin.
Alright, so it's Lakaelin's turn. She's finished her attack. I think.
Okay. I think as a bonus action, I think she pops her rage, which is she deals an extra 3 damage on her
She
hit.
doesn't have a Papa Rage thing.
It's her score JSMR thing. Her score JSMR. Each hit she deals an extra per her level of damage, and then also everything.
Hold on, you're talking too fast. I can't understand you.
Okay, I'm gonna make my attack roll.
No, please.
No.
So
Okay.
what did you say about the Scourge ASMR thing?
It's her aura thing that she gets with it.
Which is that in
Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, but it should also or Volo's Guide to Monsters. Yeah.
Volo's Guide.
Hey, Volo.
Huh?
I just said hey, Volo. Because
Can you
Volo.
stop?
That's what we're
I'm
looking
having
for.
trouble concentrating. I've had like 4 hours of sleep. Sorry.
Do you know I was streaming yesterday?
Running on fumes.
Yeah. So we streamed last night. I got 4 hours of sleep, and then I went to St. Louis, and then I came back, and I mowed the lawn, and then
Nice.
now we're back at it again. So I'm just having trouble concentrating.
We live in a place that's not like close to St. Louis.
It's like 3 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long ways away.
Wherever St. Louis is.
No.
Ooh,
What is the name of the skill you're wanting to use?
I don't know. All I know is a Scourge Smart trait. We didn't write down what the
It's
skill
called
was.
Radiant Consumption.
Okay.
You can use your action to unleash energy.
Oh, action has been my action.
So you basically cancel out your attack.
Then no.
That's not
I'm gonna attack him and crit him.
They're not. Oh.
You don't have your inspiration.
No.
For diving in front, could I at least try to get inspiration?
You can call on your god for inspiration.
I'm calling on my god.
Who is your god?
Actually, no. I'm actually gonna call on my my what do you call it? My planetar, Elinzia.
Okay.
I say in my head, Elinzia, help me in my time of need, and I shall pay you back. Please.
I think the only answers to verbal calls.
Yeah.
Okay. I realize that I miss, and Elinzia. I am a girl, so that's the vocal tone that I was in. All right. I rolled a 18.
All right, that hits.
All right.
Hold on. Before you roll damage, you need to also decide if you're going to divine smite
Nathan,
and or
I told you I have 0 spell slots right now.
you don't have any. You burn them all.
I'm divine smiting.
Is this your first paladin?
Yep.
You're paladining wrong.
I'm divine smiting.
Huh?
I'm kidding. I have one left.
Alright, anyways, roll damage.
1
Nice.
plus 6 plus 8.
Oh, what was the one?
His
My
one was-
D10.
Yeah.
What are the other 2 dice for?
6 and 8.
No, why
The
did you
divine
roll
smite.
more than one?
No, I actually have like 1 spell slot. I was being serious.
So do you or do you not have a spell slot?
No, I do, and I'm using divine smite
Why did you say you didn't?
because I used a wrathful smite because I was thinking back because I didn't actually keep track of it. And I used a wrathful smite. I used 2 wrathful smites, and I used light a lot.
Did you use the Wrathful Smite in the previous room?
in the last
Like with
one.
the door guard?
Yeah. I think it was
Okay.
against the.
It's probably still
I
running.
think it was against the.
It
jelly.
goes for like a full minute.
Oh,
It's like that was in game. I know it's been like a week.
then a D6. as
So
well.
so basically you're gonna have your Wrathful Smite plus you're going to
Plus 5
hold on.
Mhm.
What's the D6 for?
for the wrathful smite. The wrathful smite's a D6, and then the divine
Is
smite's
there a
2d8.
bonus to the Wrathful Smite?
Oh yeah, they have to make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened from me.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw against my spell save, which is 13. Okay. So he takes.
He did save. He kind of laughed. He just took out your party, so like
So
he's not.
He's not scared.
He's not afraid.
So-
Like, I take out 5. I can
6,
take out
12,
1 more.
20. She's gonna deal 23 damage.
How many was the first crit?
Was it like 20?
Yeah, he
my
got.
gosh.
He's
Oh,
done
I
35.
think that did it.
He's dealt 35 damage. To
Oh. Yeah, he's only
to the
got-
guy, and I've dealt.
20 and like, what, 3 from me?
Okay.
Hang on, so I glow in this holy radiant
And I
light,
got
and I
lucky,
smash down into his
his-
head. And does he die?
25, Yeah, altogether.
Does he not die?
Yeah, he dies unless I give him bad stats, but he's not the boss, so.
Okay. He
Okay.
dies.
His head just like
Do you want to?
caves in.
Yeah. So you select on Divine Smite plus Wrathful Smite.
And you called upon your god.
The God's Planetary channels the power of the God or whatever. Yeah.
Thanks for the advantage,
Yeah.
Nathan. If I wouldn't have gotten that, then this would have just been a complete bust.
Okay. So he blasts the party. You cut him down like the dirty orc dog that he is.
You gotta make it sound like it's epic, you know?
I was mid sentence.
Okay. Okay.
You're not giving me a chance to am here, so. Yeah. So he's like cries out and he's like, "Gromsh, take my blood," and let's see. Just real quick.
You can't curse
He's
me.
not quite dead yet.
Nathan? Nathan, you literally just killed our entire party in one hit.
I didn't kill your whole party. They just went down.
One of them is
I think
literally
your
got
clothes-
incinerated
your
to
clothes are
a
on
crisp.
fire.
Nathan, literally one of them got 100% incinerated to a crisp.
Xanar can't die.
Wait,
Jurassic, like,
Since you died to a
low-key-
fireball completely, do you like lose all of your items?
No.
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 You're just not existing.
He's okay.
Just anything flammable is like on fire.
So Xanar's clothes, most of
Jurassic-
Oh man.
in
Most
the
The
of
whole
it.
party's gonna come out here like naked and bleeding.
It's making like it just wants to like somewhere deep in his thought does not want Xanar to get up.
Hang
Because
on.
of the bet. Like,
Hang on.
he does not want him to. If anyone, he's like, "Will you help me with
Oh
Xanar?"
crap!
No.
We didn't make that bet. Oh my
No.
God, Xanar's the one you bet. He's the one you bet on. You won
Alright.
the bet. Oh my God.
So,
If
So
I wake
she
up,
cuts down the
if I
orc
walk up
mage,
from this-
and yeah. So you've cut him down, and he like cries out to his guys like, "Ah, corruption!" Like, and he literally just like lands on top and like bleeding all over Floon, and like you can smell like the burning hair and everything because the whole rest of her party. Like she turns around like victorious, and they're all just like laying there like. "Ugh."
She looks back like
And there's
the-
just, like, fire
Hang
and,
on,
like,
hang on. Like imagine Tomb
In the
Raider, you
rug.
know, like she looks back
Perfect.
at you, and then she just keeps on walking. No. She has lay on hands, so she's gonna heal each person by 1, so they're not.
How many points
Dead.
is that? Does she have left?
She's used 5 because
Oh,
remember
so
she's
she's
healed
got
the bad guy.
She's got
So
10
take
at least.
off 5 more. So she'll have 5 left.
4
now.
more because he's dead.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. He died
You're not
outright.
the
didn't he?
DM.
I just thought he took double his hit points that he had left. Max.
No.
No. That's anyways. We're
Oh, I
not,
think you went
we're
negative,
not, we're not
Max.
doing that right now.
Okay. Then yeah, everyone's
So,
back up.
Just make sure that I kind of like get to be
10.
DM. I'm not sure DMing. So everybody will have 1 hit point from the lay
Everyone
on
has
hands.
1 hit point, so we all got
Yes.
up.
So she stabilizes you. We feel like the healing power of a god to energize your bones. And
But still, everything
it does
hurts.
not unfortunately regrow your skin, clothes, or hair. So most of you are like half naked, burnt, and like your hairdo is all messed up.
Hang on. What about your? Did his Gabley pouch stay safe though?
Of course.
Is it like metal?
No, it's not
like
metal.
encased in metal, so it's safe.
It's just special.
As soon as
tell you what
Jurassic
happened.
gets up, he checks his money pocket.
Is it there?
And just yes.
He knows that he won the bet.
And make sure.
I guess he didn't win the bet.
He like stands up and he's just like, dang it. As
You
he looks
guys-
over as Jurassic.
Oh no.
And then he walks over to Jurassic and says, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it.
You mean Jurassic walks over to Xandar?
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
So Xanar, just real quick on Xanar.
Xanar kind of like waves his hand off. He's like, ah.
Hold on, I said real quick on Xanar.
Oh.
Sorry, I mean,
Oh, no.
sorry, I meant to say pausing for a moment on Xanar.
He might not be
She
waving off.
lays at him last, and to heal him,
Uh-huh.
we need to decide. This is the first time this has come up in this game.
Yeah.
We have probably 25 to 30 characters ready to go for this
Yeah,
game.
I'll be okay with letting him die.
So we can just look up are you asking about the massive damage rules, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we've played a lot of different variations of D&D, and sometimes we play with massive damage rules, and sometimes we don't. So let me read the rules, and then we'll decide tonight if we want to go with them or not.
That's how Gara died.
Oh, also I conveniently already had it bookmarked, so... when a creature takes damage from a single source equal to or greater than half its hit point maximum, it must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or suffer a random effect.
Oh.
We also have the lingering injuries table as well.
Okay, continue.
So you can make a con save. You need to
That
beat a
I
15.
have proficiency in. So let's see.
So you'll have
Plus 3.
So your con will be plus 3 to your roll.
10.
Okay. So
rolling
system
good today.
shock.
I think you
So
used
roll
all
a
my good rolls
d10.
yesterday.
Roll a d10.
Okay. 9.
Oh God.
Creature can't take reaction until the end of their turn.
Good.
I think there's like a main. I think it's in the player's handbook. Isn't like with damage if you take like a. I think what Kale's talking about is one of the main
Yeah,
rules.
yeah. It's one of the things where like if you take negative your hit points like completely over again, then you die outright. Just like if you fall off a cliff, you know, like if you don't have that rule, then you always live. Technically.
Damage. That's just. So if it's a main rule, we're just gonna go with the vanilla rule. So let's just double check this.
Alright, if he dies, I am bringing in Saturday.
I don't know if I've ever done that much damage against a player.
You have done it twice.
Did you
Maybe.
make
I
that
think actually I
dexterity
did.
saving
I did
throw?
that one time to you, Nathan.
Yeah.
Jesse, no.
Xanar, no, he failed.
Oh yeah, okay. So you did like die.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like I thought.
I guess we'll see.
Hypothetically,
I would think.
whenever he missed with his javelin throw, we're going like back in like comic book time here.
Just
Are you saying you wanted to hit Lakaelin now?
No.
Well,
No,
like,
no, hold
so
on.
we've paused the game
Yeah.
effectively, where Lakaelin is laying hands on Xanar, who is currently unconscious.
But
Or
he
dead.
before he went unconscious, we're talking like back in the past
Okay.
flashback thing.
Okay.
Flashback.
Could he have gone and enraged at his horrible throw with
You
the
still want to
javelin?
take half damage.
All right, if
Yeah.
you guys could pause conversation for a moment.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so this is in the player's handbook. So this is the basic 5th edition rule. When you drop to 0 hit points, you either die outright or fall unconscious, as explained below. The first subcategory is instant death. Massive damage can kill you instantly. When damage reduces you to 0 hit points and there is damage remaining. So I think did you save?
No.
So he had 1 hit point and took
Yeah.
35, so you had 34 hit points
Yeah.
of damage left. And there's damage remaining. You die if the remaining damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum. What was your hit point maximum?
Oh, on his level 4 sheet, it's 34.
But before before that, 21.
And it did
21
even
right now.
equal his like upgraded hit
Yeah,
points.
no.
All right, so alas, Xanar, we scarcely need. We'll keep his sheet on hand because of his.
He was I liked him.
I'd say your light has gone out, except your falchion is still glowing yellow. All right.
That's just cruel.
So with the other characters, then, did anybody have enough hit points and damage remain? That's you saved on both of yours, so they didn't.
Actually, he died. Jurassic.
No, he had what? He had 16
Wait,
before.
oh,
What's
okay,
the-
never
no,
what
I
would-
don't think he did.
Yeah, because he
Okay,
had
I
it
forgot.
so
Because he
15.
saved.
Yeah, because he had perfect.
No, he had like 2 left over or something.
Yeah.
And then what about Dondo?
Dondo, he saved, and he
Okay.
had like 15
So
health.
because you failed your I think Xanar just took the full on brunt of the fireball.
Lakaelin tries to jump in front and save him, and just nope, never mind.
Back whenever Xanar was just copying Lakaelin. It's back to that. He decided, you know what?
Someone did die, Nathan. Nathan, I guess we're about to have a boss fight too, so you might want to keep that where it is.
Well, we all have 1 HP. I don't
Let's
think it's
just go
gonna
to
change
sleep
that
and
much.
just let the Mind Flayer do what he
We're
plans.
gonna take a long rest with the Mind Flayer next turn.
Jurassic.
I got
Okay.
possibly go wrong.
Okay.
Hold on. Where's? These are
God,
all-
They're over here, I think.
That's
Oh,
will be
okay.
paid.
Nathan,
I
you
just wanna
emerged
look at
victorious.
Saturday
Good
last so I
job.
remember what he was like.
Nathan, you
Man.
emerged victorious. Good
October's
job.
been a bad month for player character death.
for everybody actually.
So Kale, you lost a PC, and then
I lost a PC.
you've lost a PC. Justin, have you lost a PC yet?
No.
Oh,
I have
okay.
no,
The night is young.
None
Alright.
of our.
The
yeah.
night is young, Nathan.
Have you
But I
killed
did
a
not
PC
both of
yet?
them unconscious in your
I have
first
not-
battle.
I have not. I knocked one person like 4 times unconscious in the first campaign I ever ran.
Okay.
Goblins were not treating him kindly.
Nice.
All right, so then we do need to talk about our extra rules. So for System Shock, if the damage from a single source equal to or greater than half its hit point maximum, gosh, you guys all got knocked unconscious.
These are like
so-
mid-combat though, without being knocked unconscious, right?
Yeah, I don't think that really necessarily because everybody got knocked unconscious or died, so
Mhm.
that doesn't really apply. We could also do lingering injuries.
I love those. Those are great. Massive damage and lingering injuries are awesome in my opinion. And
Because
what
it
are
gives the game a
what's an
little more
example of
flavor.
massive damage? You were saying System Shock. Like, what's an example?
Well, that's what he rolled a 9 and it said
Uh-huh.
they can't take reactions.
Oh,
But since everybody got unconscious, the worst one is they drop to 0, so it doesn't really. This is if you don't actually go unconscious from. it.
okay, I gotcha.
On the lingering injuries, this is basically if you get critted, or if so. I guess when you like crit the
Yeah.
wizard, I could have rolled to see.
Yeah.
That might have
But
helped.
she's like dead now. 18. No, it's just a minor scar. So.
Okay.
See, Nathan, I like you to if you get crit and you get put down to 0, or like if you take like a ton of damage, like crit and massive damage, then we roll on that.
Do you
'Cause
guys
anytime
just
you
want to
get
play
crit-
this like a little bit more brutal version?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that cool?
for sure, for
Okay.
sure.
So Xanar's died. Malthor, go ahead and roll a d20 for lingering injury since you got knocked unconscious.
So all of us, should we all?
We'll do it. We'll just go in sequence,
Okay.
just for
Nat 1?
Lost an eye.
What's nat 1?
Lost an eye.
Oh, God.
Just gonna
So-
draw a quick little eye patch.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Mouther is the one-eyed.
Your eye literally got burnt out, so you just have a burnt scar right there, I think.
Got 12 on
And just-
DJ.
You have a horrible scar.
Just a massive...
Oh, so like, what if?
So I think we'll decide where that goes.
I would thinking like Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know how he has that like fire scar on his face.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for his character, who got basically just like
Just
a fire
aiming
scar.
for the eyes.
Yeah, like you literally have like milky white, burnt face skin.
See, he's like rat-like features, like the forward nose and all that. It's kind of actually like pushed in.
Hey
now
Nathan,
from
I
all
have a
the
question.
force.
Instead of losing his eye, could his eye just be so burnt that like it's just like white and you can't?
No, I
you
think
can't
it's
see
like
out of
the
it?
skin is like melted over the eye, and the eye kind of turned to jelly and everything. It just
Ugh.
is like it's all
Okay,
like kind of like
okay.
melted on the spot.
Okay, that's vivid enough.
Alright, roll a dice 8. This will
Okay.
be the location you have your horrible scar on.
6.
Alright, so the 6 is in your like lower groin area.
Your
Really?
pouch, your pouch.
No,
No, he's got a scar on his
That's Jose.
Should you
Would
say
say you have
it's-
like an abdominal scar.
Yeah.
Or if you like flinch or something, maybe it's on like your rear or something like that.
I love the idea. Of,
It's
like,
basically in the lower, below your belly, but you just pick a spot.
this feels like investigation because like now we can like picture like where everyone was standing as the explosion happened.
Okay, we got 10 on Jurassic.
The lower, the worse.
Ooh.
Well, the blast slammed him in the wall and broke some ribs.
Oh, okay. All right, he
Ow.
can't.
Not
not that
all
bad.
ranged
And
attack
Dondo is standing right next to Jurassic, so let's try our best to play it in. I rolled a 2. Oh my god, I rolled a 2. Nathan, what does a 2 get me?
Lose an arm or a hand.
No, really.
Uh huh.
Yep. And who was that, Jurassic? Or
Hang on, Nathan, here. We could roll a
Alright, okay,
d4
let's
and we
say
could do
Dondo.
arm and hand. Yeah, okay, perfect. That's what you're doing. God. Oh, I actually rolled a 1 on accident. I just dropped the dice off my finger on...
Who was it?
Dondo.
Was he ambidextrous?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, because he just lost his right arm.
He was a master
I think
mind.
he got blasted off in the explosion.
So he was standing right next to Jurassic. Jurassic gets knocked back, and he had his hand up like that, and it just blew it completely off.
And when
Crazy.
she touches you, it kind of like cauterizes the wound, but not the arm doesn't regrow. or
Okay,
anything.
I think he tells the paladin when she does that. Please, please restore my hand someday. And I think this has actually made like become a bond.
Are you
of
gonna
his.
have a role play scene with yourself here between your?
well, basically, I think this is gonna be a bond of his is to try to find a cleric or a paladin to heal his arm back, like using like greater restoration
Alright.
or something.
So this has been confusing for me, and I'm here and running everything. So what's happened is we've clarified the massive amount of damage from the fireball. We finally sorted out the mess. So basically, what happened is the fireball exploded in the stairwell, killing Xander instantly.
He was in the middle.
It also
He wasn't
blasted
even
off
unconscious.
the right arm of Dondo.
Dondo and Jurassic, yeah, they're right next
Hold
to
on,
each other.
let me talk, please.
Sorry.
I'm trying to clarify, and this is not helping.
Sure.
So we've blasted Xander to death, broken the ribs of Jurassic. Let's see how many ribs it broke. Two. Only 2. I rolled a d20.
What would happen if you rolled a nat 20?
He broke all the ribs.
He broke 20 of 14.
And then Dondo's arm got blasted off, and then Mouther has been blinded in his eye. Should we decide what side?
yes.
1, 2, 3 is left, so your right eye is gone.
All right. I'm drawing it on his left, but who cares?
Well, it's maybe a mirror image.
Yeah.
And then Jose.
Just has like a groin injury.
Okay, so just kind of like the lower abdomen area has got like an injury.
He is no longer he. He's
Yeah.
it is
Well,
Jose.
we're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
All right,
no.
and the Kaylin.
Kaylin's perfectly uninjured.
Yeah, well, it's because she's got like.
Yeah, she has absolutely 0 damage right now. So
All right.
I think that we should. I think with Kaylin, I think she says, "Let's go. Let's go." Like I think she's just terrified.
Well, can't
And from where she's bent over, she can hear whimpering coming from the middle of the room.
I think she walks up to Floon and grabs his arm and says, "Let's get out of here because we can't just backtrack with Floon since that was our entire goal."
can't lay on hands. Use 5 and heal that kind of stuff.
She's already used it. She has a total
She
of
has 5
15.
left.
She used 5. She used 5 more to give you all 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
technically only 4.
I guess
she has
actually,
6 left.
I mean, also
Because
her
the one-
Scourge, also her ASMR thing lets her do up to lets her heal up to
That's
her level.
that's a separate skill.
So
You
she can
didn't-
do 3 more for whatever healing.
I mean, if you want to specify that, you haven't said that yet.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna
let's
do
stick
that.
to the narrative first. But she has a healing hands,
Mhm.
which is a separate skill from lay on hands, because that's something ASMR have.
Mhm.
So she actually has 6 left on lay on hands,
Yeah.
unless you want to use them. But with everybody at 1, you might wait.
I'm not gonna
So
touch
you
him.
guys, let me go ahead and describe this room here. Remember, most of your clothes are burning off. Xanar's clothes have burned off completely, and all his
Xanar's
flesh
burnt off.
is scorched.
Is
black.
he like stuck
Hold
to the
on, let me
ground?
describe, please. So where you guys are at the top of the stairs, to your immediate left is an open walkway into a small room.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's another curtain about 10 feet to the right of that, and further back in the room where the errant firebolt landed, that curtain has burned quite heavily, and you can see there's an opening hidden behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So you might presume with the symmetry of the room that the other curtain might have a room behind it. In fact, looking underneath the curtain, you can see there's an open doorway below it, or behind it, but you can see the opening below the curtain. And then on the far end of the room are stairs leading up into like an elevated area.
I think Lakaelin's just trying to get the party out of here. Because we can, I mean, honestly, we could just leave since we have Floon.
There were halfway down the room to the right are the double doors that have closed behind the mind flayer who went through those doors with the injured brain thing in his hands. In the center of the room is the dead orc where it's been cut down by Lakaelin, and also Floon is laying there bound and whimpering.
All right.
Do we say what we do? Jurassic immediately walks over to Dondo and says, I'll be keeping your gold pieces.
I think he looks at you. He's slightly disappointed. I don't have an arm.
Disappointed.
So why don't you guys describe what your characters are all doing now that the combat has ended in this room. The doors have shut into the other room. So go ahead and just describe, you just finish up your conversation about that, and then describe what each character is doing and how you interact with Floon, and I'm going to start our next round of tea while you guys describe what your characters are each
Don't
doing.
forget to add the gold, by the way.
Okay,
You just get 2 gold, basically.
yeah, 2 more.
So Lakaelin, I think Lakaelin is just like, we already have our mission. We know what we need to do. We're going to die. That's kind of the way that she's thinking right now.
So who all has healing? Dolan Lakaelin?
I do.
Lakaelin
I
only.
think you use Amite. He's got good berries, which are healing. They do
Good berries?
10.
Okay.
How many spell slots does he
He
have?
has 1 good
He
berry.
has 2 more spell slots, so he can heal up to 20 points to people. Sorry.
So he has
He can heal up to 20 points, yes.
20 points.
Mhm.
So he's actually gonna eat a good berry. Which how many points health?
That's 1. So basically, make 10 good berries. They restore 1 HP apiece.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
so
it's a
each-
guaranteed 10.
Each casting creates 10 good berries, and you can pass them out, and people can eat them.
okay, so
Or
I
if somebody's unconscious, you can smear it in their mouth, and that'll heal them more.
So
So-
you can even make a small potion.
I have
which we've
1
gone
good
over
berry.
before.
How do I make more good berries?
You cast the spell a second time after the first 10 are used up.
Okay, so he eats 1 good berry.
So you
Himself?
want to cast it. It creates 10. One casting of the good berry spell
Mhm.
creates 10.
10 of them.
So you eat 1.
So I eat 1 so that I can recast it.
Oh no,
No.
you can
No,
cast
no,
it.
no,
It's
no.
got like a little pool.
When
of
you
berries.
cast this, you only have 2 spells left. One
Yes.
casting creates 10 berries.
Okay. So
So you have 10 hit points worth of healing. You can
Okay.
you can distribute
Spread
it out. Like if you have the cure wound spell, you have to put all the hit points onto whoever you
but I
cure.
can spread out
But
the
with
10
good
hit
berry,
points.
you can heal 10 people 1 hit points apiece, or you can give 5 to somebody and 2 to another. And
Or you can just eat them all yourself.
Yeah.
Or you can
exactly.
eat all. You just eat a mouthful.
You can do what you want.
They're like blueberries.
So Juzek, he casts. So he creates 10 good berries.
Mhm.
Okay. So that means he has 11, and then there's.
No.
He already
Oh
has
no,
one.
right here. This is your list of spells.
Oh, that's
yeah,
a spell.
yeah, you're fine. Yeah, that's
He has no. Okay. I don't know why.
I- Yeah, I noticed that. Yes, you're good. So you
So
cast good berry.
if he eats all 10 of them, then his hit points would go up to from 1 plus 10 would be 11.
So he eats 5 of them himself.
So you'd have 6 hit points. And what about
Yeah.
the other 5?
He gives 2 to Malther, 1 to Jurassic,
Mhm.
1 to Dondo.
Okay.
And then Does the Kaylin have taken?
The Kaylin,
damage?
She's able to
Kalen's
kill-
at full health actually.
Okay.
And she can heal herself as well.
So he actually gives 3 to Malther.
Okay.
I need a bigger eraser. Thank you.
And then I have one more casting of it. I think that Kaylin is going to heal herself. Wait, no, sorry, not heal herself. She's gonna heal. I think since you gave out good berries, I think she's gonna heal you for 3, which
Okay.
leaves her with
3.
6 more left. Because she had 6 and then she had another 3. She's gonna heal with her healing hands instead of lay on hands.
Okay, hold on. You have to specify what skill you're using.
Okay,
She had
she's
6
gonna
lay
heal
on
you.
hands
She's gonna
left.
heal you with healing hands, which is like an ASMR.
Yeah. Alright.
That only does 3.
It does basically up to my level, and I think plus intelligence, but she doesn't have any intelligence mod. It's really hard to read right here, but I know that it's at least up to level. It might just be level.
I don't think it's intelligence. Though.
1 action heal level.
So I think
Yeah, I
In
don't
HP.
think she can do.
Jurassic would want to get the heck out of Dodge after he just saw that.
After you just experienced that entire that scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Malthor's not too interested in losing another eye.
Yeah, so I feel like the whole group just
Yes.
starts
So you just give 3.
rushing off to
Okay.
where we came from.
So you want to double back?
Yeah, double back for sure. What about did Dondo want to double back? He lost an arm.
I think Dondo, he's sitting here with like his, well, I guess it's cauterized now. He's sitting here with like his
Stump.
Yeah, with his stump, and I think he's like just kind of poking it, and he agrees to just leave through the way we came in. I'm sorry, Nathan, we're mutilating your dungeon.
Huh? No. I mean, this is the boss fight room.
Yeah.
I think
in the position
that
to
we're gonna
fight.
try leaving, but we do have some health, which is nice.
Okay. Hold that thought.
Mhm.
All right. So Floon is lying in the middle of the room,
Yeah.
next to the dead orc.
Yeah, like
Actually, the orc is actually collapsed on top of him,
So yeah, we need.
and you have an arm on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Dondo
And
picks it up.
so is he holding it in his?
He's holding his other arm.
Okay. All right. So Donna's doing that. What's the Kaylin doing now that she's
The
healed everybody?
I think I specified that the Kaylin was actually walking up to Flume.
Okay. And then what about your 2 characters?
Jurassic doesn't really care about like anybody else now. He took his good berry from Jose, and now
Okay.
it's just like waiting.
He does know he's been promised 100 gold pieces. You weren't here for this. He was
Oh.
promised 100 gold pieces for saving Floon.
Oh, so he actually walks right up to Floon.
He has a broken rib, and he's like, I'm coming for you.
He just starts walking over. He's like, all right, hello, Floon, Jurassic, Alton T. Jurassic, and he like actually helps pick him up and
Okay.
making sure he's not too jittery and freaking out.
The Kaylin's like standing here, like about to reach down to him, and he just lift him up.
He's actually like scrunched. He's kind of whimpering because the orc, when it was cleaved
Yeah.
by the halberd,
Mhm.
it actually landed on top. I think
Oh,
it's blood all over.
ow.
So he's actually covered in orc blood.
All right.
Orc blood.
All right.
The orc's on top of him.
Jurassic doesn't like getting dirty, does he? Or is he?
I mean,
No,
he's a
that's more
mobster.
of a that's more of a
He's a
Xanar
Don.
thing.
What do you
Okay.
think?
He doesn't like actually mind getting dirty.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah, I don't know. Like mobsters.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean when you say
I
that?
feel like this. I kind of like the idea of him being like a complete bad A, a little bit more than him being like a.
He's killed
a
lots of
leader.
people. Like, yeah, I don't think he minds to get blood on his hands at all.
All right.
Literally and metaphorically.
Alrighty.
And Jose, it's just watching like everything, trying to not get attacked again.
Okay, so he's watching the tunnel or
Yeah,
something?
he's just
or maybe
watching
the
out.
double doors.
The door that wherever the brain creature and everything, what door they went into.
So he's just got his bone drawn,
Yeah,
like pointing
just-
at the door in case somebody pops through.
Your
That
ready
works.
action.
How about Mouther?
I forgot what Find Familiar does other than find you a familiar.
No, you can have a familiar. Did you ever settle on a familiar?
I have absolutely no idea, actually.
Okay, well,
We'll come back to
We're not
that.
gonna do that now. We'll have to do
Yeah.
that after your next rest.
Okay.
So that's gonna. What time is it? But not that we would know
In
currently. but-
sewer time,
yeah,
it's dark and bloody.
and like
Nice. Those adventure.
I think you went down in the sewers like in the afternoon, but you've been down here a long time, so it's probably, if it's not dark out, it's probably gonna be dark soon.
Hmm.
So might be getting close to sunset.
So I'm gonna make like a little quick roll for myself. All right, yeah. So Mouther's he's kind of like sweaty and also, blind in one eye. He's just kind of he's not even like leading the group. He's effectively leaving the group and trying to get out as fast as he can, without any sort of contact at all. He doesn't want to be down here.
Like he just ducks out the tunnel.
He's beelining out.
I think Kaylin. I think that she's gonna like. Did Floon stand up whenever you try to pull him up?
No, he's got a dead orc on top of him.
Yeah,
Kaylin's
pull
gonna
that
like
guy.
move the orc, and then I think she's gonna try and help Floon out.
Okay, so the orc has been like hacked by the halberd.
Mhm.
I think you actually like cut him with the blade instead of. I think that's how you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I was swinging
Demonstrate.
from above. I mean, it was like epic and cool
Okay.
and stuff.
All right. All right. So when you pull the orc off of him, his
Mhm.
bag kind of like makes a thumping sound. He kind of had like a travel
Mhm.
pouch, like kind of
Is that
like a
the one?
burlap sack kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And so it made a loud thump when it like hits the ground.
Okay, Lakaelin.
And then also his body thumps when he hits the
What is
ground
it
as
in
well.
there?
Okay. Lakaylin's gonna grab that.
Hold on. Let's stop.
Okay.
Not right now.
She's gonna grab the bag.
Yeah, not right now. We're not doing
She's
that
gonna
right
grab the bag.
Okay.
That he's holding and like kind of pull it off the orc, put it like basically put it on top of her shoulder. She's not gonna look inside of it, and she's gonna help Floon up.
now. Okay. So, Floon is actually covered in blood and bound wrist and feet. And
Okay.
he has kind of like a gag, but it's kind of like half like fallen out. But he's been like beaten and like he's almost like he's not dying. He's not like 0 hit points. He's not
Gotcha.
unconscious.
She
But
looks
he's
over.
like heavily wounded and he's got like he's got some open wounds, but it's hard to tell where his blood ends and the orc's blood begins.
Oh, I gotcha.
So,
She's gonna. Lakaylin's gonna look over at you and just say, "I've done enough. You handle it." She's gonna walk off and like start like looking through the bag while she walks back toward the stairs to leave.
okay, it's got a book in it.
Okay. She's
And
gonna-
maybe like a little like pouch or
she
something.
picks up the book and looks inside of it. I
Okay,
guess.
so it's got like glyphs and like writing in it that she doesn't recognize.
Ooh, spooky.
She pokes it.
The book.
Mhm.
It's made out of parchment.
Ooh.
And it's bound with some kind of like leather.
Can she read this? She can read Celestial.
It's not in celestial.
It's not orcish.
So I guess you can give her an Arcana check. Does she have
Okay.
Arcana?
Nope. 16.
Okay. We'll say that she can tell it's some kind of magical writing, but she can't actually decipher it right now.
Okay.
So Tarasi being like tasked with taking care of Floon, he like takes out his dagger and cuts off his restraints,
Okay.
removes the gag, tries to help, tries to
so he
see.
kind of like reaches up.
Yeah, tries to help see if Floon wants to get
Yeah.
into his feet. Just
Alright,
yet.
so you got Floon up, and he's kind of
Yeah.
like standing there dazed, and there's just like he just drenched in blood, and like
Mhm.
he's been wounded pretty heavily. So
Okay.
all right, and he says, "Thank you. I'm Floon. To whom do I owe the pleasure of conducting my rescue?"
Alton T. Jurassi. He shakes his hand, kind of like,
Alright, he kind of like
all-
limp wrists you, like, yeah.
all me. Yeah, no
Okay.
one really else can help. Remember, tell Volvo it was Jurassi who did all the heavy lifting and all the work.
You literally like Galen's like you're walking away
Like
bloody.
half your hair is like burned off.
Singed. Just, like,
I love that you're just
zipping
like
up his coat.
I did all this.
I
Thank you
broke
very
2 ribs to save you, man. My friend over there, he's entirely on fire. I won 2 gold on his death.
much. Oh God!
You're just lucky I wasn't
Don't put
betting
that
on
out.
you.
Alright, and Jose is still covering the double doors. They're
Yeah, he's
not
still
reopened or anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys just gonna jet out of here?
Yeah.
We're literally just
As
gonna go
fast
out
as
the back
possible.
entrance.
Alright, so you grab the bag and the book and stuff. And so you guys are headed out the way you came.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, you get to the stairwell. Xanar's corpse is just like laying there on the
Is it
stairs.
is it melted into the ground?
No,
No.
he didn't melt. He
Oh, okay.
just got blasted by an explosion.
That's good.
It's
Um,
still
It's like
crispy.
partially ash.
I think Lakaelin's gonna touch his hair and it's gonna glow a vibrant purple.
You could see
in like
Malthor's
sadness.
Xanar's dead, but you could feel him
In
just
sadness. It's like a sad
raging
purple.
at you.
like imagine a sad purple. That's what it is.
Alright.
a sad purple.
So Malthor, you've already left the tunnel.
Malthor's already out. He's outie.
Alright. So then,
Jeez.
so what's your march? So alright, so Xanar's kind of gone, Malthor's gone on ahead. So kind of what are you guys doing as far as who's leading the way out? I guess Jose was probably covering your retreat.
Yeah.
So who's going kind of like first, second, third?
Lakaelin's gonna just kind of be walking in
So
whatever.
probably
spot.
first
So
because
probably
she's
first.
extra HP.
She
We'll
does.
put her in front.
Yeah, she's definitely in the best condition.
Then Jurassi and Floon behind her.
Okay. So Kaylin, you get to the stairs where
Mhm.
Xanar's body is.
Stairs glowing. Then she walks off.
Right, she leaves, and then who's next? Jurassic.
Drossi and Floon, and he kind of like looks down at him, kind of pitifully, but
And sees his like
Yeah,
coin sack, and
touches
it's like his bag
coin
with all
sack
of
and
his
just
stuff.
like
No,
smile creeps
Xander's
to his
coin
face.
sack is lying
Oh.
on his corpse.
Oh, so then he looks to see if anyone's really paying attention, and he bends down and kind of like cuts it off.
Do you want to
his
try and
belt.
like hide it? Like you reach down and say like goodbye, my friend.
You're like, goodbye, my friend.
He
You
takes like a kneel and tries to like sleight of hand it.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand roll.
Got like a whopping 10 copper.
You rolled a 4.
Right. Yeah. So when you like it's like kind of like scorched and stuff, so you try and like cut it free, and you like cut it open and spill some coins everywhere.
It's quickly just like,
Like, well, we
grab
can't,
it
we
up.
can't leave this behind.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you
so-
love
He would
here?
want it to be
I love you.
put
I
well.
love you get caught defiling a body.
All right. So,
So
you
how
ready?
much coin did he get?
10 copper, I think 9
We'll just
silver.
put 5 gold. Just add 5 gold.
Okay.
Um,
About that money.
he also had. He had some
He had a good chisel.
knuckle bone dice.
Nickel bone dice.
Yeah, so I don't know if
Okay.
you want his dice. I think they're probably in with his coins. So I think if you grab his coin pouch, there's also a small, like orange gem in there worth 10 gold, plus the bone dice, the knuckle bone dice.
Yeah.
So that's all in his coin pouch, I think.
And then he got like a
Oh,
jewel.
and a gem.
A gem.
I just said that the orange gem.
Oh,
I made it orange.
oh, I thought you said orange jam. I was wondering.
Gem.
When did I
A
get like a
gemstone.
Oh,
jelly?
he's gonna try to sell that as soon as he gets to the surface. Okay.
Oh
Also,
god, all of your valuables.
on the knuckle bone dice,
Yeah.
when you roll it's a 6-sided die,
Yeah.
but it's made out of the knuckle bones of
Yeah.
a creature. It's marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
Mm.
then the 6s are all skulls.
Okay.
So
Cool.
He was a morbid guy.
I think it's a set of 2, wasn't it? Two dice.
Yeah.
He had a couple other tools and just like survival gear and stuff. So I don't know
Mostly
if you
burnt up and crispy, so he just leaves it.
I think the bag is scorched, but the contents are fine. There's like an extra coil of rope, food, torches, tinder box for like lighting fires.
Does he have any like bolts or arrows or anything kind of like that?
I don't see any arrows on.
No, he
He
wasn't.
had, he had torches and rope, and then he had some mason tools and a chisel.
How many torches did he have?
10.
10 torches. He actually just takes them and kind of like
Just put torches, yeah.
like he gives them a couple to the other people.
Mouth
Right.
it
Oh, and
down.
he also had a falchion that was partially burnt by the acid of the gray ooze, so it's damaged.
And also the fire. Actually, the falchion is probably just a hilt at this
I
point.
think the falchion's just toast, so the falchion's gone.
What else do you have? We have javelins and something else.
So just in honor of Xanar,
Oh, no,
we'll
don't
show
show-
everyone.
No.
You don't want to show the drawing?
No,
Do
it's
it.
not
Do
good.
it.
Handsome.
Do it.
I did it in
Yes.
like 3 seconds.
I know, but it's like in honor of.
Here, go down just a little. There you go, right there. Perfect.
Ah,
Like, you can see it. Okay, you're good.
don't judge me.
Great job, Zach. I love your drawing.
He has like a French mustache. He's not even French.
Okay, let's take a quick break so we can get the tea going.
Okay.
Perfect.
The water
Quick break.
boiling was a little loud, so we'll be
All
back
right.
in 4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe.
Something like that.
Is there So we're going back on now?
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome back. Sort
Hello?
of.
Yes?
This is the extra part of the intermission where we talk during the intermission for fun. For your fun.
Not really ours.
Yeah.
Would you say that they would have ties in the Forgotten Realms?
Like bow ties? Yeah, definitely.
Or real
like,
ties?
yeah, long ties? Yeah, definitely. Fantasy ties is what we call them.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Kale.
Hi, friend. Hello.
So, we were just kind of like copying over on different sheets, but it shouldn't take
Alright.
3
So,
minutes.
so Mouther has been kind of like fleeing ahead of the party.
Yeah.
What's his motivation for doing that?
Getting out before his secret gets out.
Okay. I don't think it's close to that happening. Right
Oh.
Yeah,
So-
he just kind of is really not gonna risk it.
Okay. So, just for the sake of time, we'll say that you guys are able to double back. You slain all the enemies getting in, except for the one that escaped. You didn't get to finish exploring the end, but you're fleeing with Floon, which is the main goal. So we'll say that, Mouther, do you want to slow down where they can catch up with you, or are you going to kind of go off on your own?
He's going off. Not like he's within like sight distance whenever they're in the same direction of the hallway.
Well, so this whole area kind of exited back to that intersection with the circular area. You want them to just wait in that like
Yes.
intersection? Alright. So when you guys finally escape this kind of like complex, you're back into the main sewer area. Now the sewer area, if you want to look over here, Justin, there's like a T intersection that had this kind of like circular area, which is where Mouther's waiting.
Where are we coming from?
Right here. So you kind of like went through a couple rooms, killed some goblins, and then fought through, and here's the main combat room. So
And we just left.
and you just double backed out with Floon,
Mhm.
and you guys had come this way. So,
Alright.
and also I think was Mouther the one who knew the way to the sewers, so you actually know like a nearby exit.
Yeah, and that's why he decided to stay back. Like he kind of figured, well, if I don't help
They're
them
probably
out,
gonna get
they'll
lost.
die.
Is it done?
Since
Uh,
even with
not
one
yet.
eye, I'm
Okay.
still the entire party.
So nearby there's like a small tunnel that goes up to a local hostel, and you have kind of like a friend named Roscoe that lives in like the basement of this hostel.
Fantasy Roscoe.
And you basically kind of like do like a little greeting with him or whatever, and you guys kind of all escape back to the surface.
We actually do our signature fist bump.
All right.
Fantasy fist bump.
How's that go?
It's like this, and then we go. He goes down, I go up,
Uh-huh.
and we do the same thing,
Uh-huh.
and then we clap our hands together twice.
Uh-huh.
Then we shake our hands,
Okay.
and then I throw his hand up, while mine goes back, and then I throw a firebolt over his head.
Uh-huh.
Whew. What? Huh? I think you hit someone in the
And he kind of throws a like dart through it.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
perfect.
Ooh.
And it makes like a firebolt ring.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
And also dissipates the firebolt before it hurts anybody.
Bullseye.
All right, I think.
Bullseye? Right? Maybe?
Fire
Okay,
eye.
so you guys make your way
Something like that.
back to the Yawning Portal, where Volo is very happy and impressed to see that you've rescued Floon, and they embrace, and he's like, Floon, you're alive, and like he's just covered in blood. He's like,
And he's only partially mentally scarred.
yeah, so so they kind of like are just like excited to be reunited, and Volo's like looks at you guys kind of sheepishly, and he says, I confess that I have but few coins to spare, but never let it be said that Volo reneges on a promise. Allow me to present something much more valuable than mere gold.
Is it another
And
eye?
He
Not
pulls
the
out a
glass.
scroll too. He looks at your eye like, oh gosh.
Right.
Well, he kind of like doubts his words for a minute, but anyways, with a flourish, he pulls this large document, like sealed with wax and ribbons and stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's very official.
Oh.
And he passes it over.
And Kaelin takes it.
Kaelin takes it. And he says, this is the deed to a remarkable property here in Waterdeep. And sure enough, it has like deed of ownership or whatever, and it looks really official. We'll need a magistrate to witness the transfer of ownership. I'll arrange a meeting with one After you've inspected the estate and deemed it satisfactory.
No need. I have ceremony.
Jurassic quickly interrupts her.
But you're not a legal magistrate of Waterdeep, so.
Oh wait, never mind.
Jurassic quickly interrupts her and like, I'll go to any meeting you need me to get this property.
You just like take the property. You take the deed out of my hand.
Put it in like his trench coat and
Do we have to sign it?
puts over the flap.
In front of a magistrate.
Hang on. I think I propose all of us sign our name in honor of Xanar.
I propose that I sign my name myself.
You would, as well as everybody else.
No.
Says all 5 of you can sign it.
Malthor
It can be have multiple owners.
kind of like throws his hand forward. He didn't even like you.
As a paladin. Wait, I act like I have a tie on. I adjust my breastplate. As a paladin, I like to think that I try my best to do right.
You can't really tell if she's like speaking honestly because the veil's preventing you from seeing her facial expressions.
Malthor just kind of like, it's not even, he's like subconsciously just
Also, you
scratches
only
at
have
his
one
eye.
eye now.
So she's just like a secretly like really really good person. Like you don't know that she tried to just die to save everybody. I love this.
From your perspective, it looks like she dove out of the way.
Yeah.
Malthor just like
This is
scratches at his
funny.
eye subconsciously, like, alright.
Okay.
Ow,
So,
this hurts.
This is a new thing.
All right. So, I guess it's while you guys are like kind of at the yawning portal, you guys want to spend the night at a local inn and go first thing in the morning and check it out, and then go to magistrate.
Definitely.
He says, "All right, I'll go arrange with one of my runners to set up a meeting with the magistrate in the morning, and then we'll view the property just to double check to make sure that's okay with you guys. And you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So overnight, you guys have earned enough experience from this deadly encounter to level up to level 4. We're also going to set level 4 as the starting level for future.
Candidates.
Yeah, don't put that over the table.
Yeah, I know. It's
It's overly full.
Citizens. Adventurers. Cannon fodder, whatever you call them.
Alrighty, I'm gonna put it up there.
All right. So if you want
If you
to. So here's the character sheets we made. You might
Okay.
want to update the inventory for Jurassic because he just looted
Okay.
Xanar. So you might update Jurassic's character sheet here, and I'll just take Juse's. And then once you're done updating Jurassic's
Yeah.
character sheet,
Very cool, by the way. So.
we'll toss the other one. Xanar we don't need. Are you updating Malthor's right now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out where the...
You go to the spell Find Familiar, and it lists off all like 20 options.
That was going to be the second thing I did. But there's also the feats. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a feat?
I'm not sure, but I'm going to look over them and see if I want to.
Dondo is gonna take a feat, and I already have it on here. Observant, he gets.
Notes.
Yeah, it's like right in the middle here.
Yeah.
What's
You can also look at the table.
what was the
It's
feat
after
that
this.
Jurassic got?
Mobility.
So what is that?
On the bottom right box where we've got that list going,
Yeah,
the bottom right box,
this one.
there's a list going at the top.
Yeah,
You just to the right of, what's the last one say?
criminal contacts.
Okay, and then put a comma, and then to the right of that put mobility.
I'll show you
And
what
when
it
he
does.
gets to the feats, he can read it. It's
Yeah,
on the
here
next
it
page.
is. It's
there.
right here. Here, mobile.
Or mobile, sorry.
Pretty
Hey,
darn good one.
Dondo's gonna take the feat Observant. You gain +5 to passive perception and investigation. Can't read lips and gain +1 to either enter wisdom.
Alright, and that fits the mastermind.
Yes, that's exactly why I took it.
Okay.
So yeah, so now he's really observant.
I see.
We are switching over from our alternate character sheets back to the regular ones.
I
Because they were
I left.
Who do you want?
Jurassic. I left 2 things out.
What kind of tea is this?
Chamomile.
Alright.
Oh wow. So Dondo's passive perception is 17. That's nice.
All right.
He's very good at knowing things.
And as a dwarf inspecting stone, he's
He's literally
I think
never
he actually
wrong.
uses history for that one.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Did you get the bone dice and the knuckle bone dice and all that stuff recorded?
Yes. Well, yes.
Zach, which character did you fill out? Did you fill out Xanarai the first time?
No, luckily I got like his name on there.
Okay, so you
So-
didn't do anything else.
So
I
Malcolm
think-
was mostly done.
Yeah, I just gotta finish updating or finish just leveling up. So yeah, that was the end of that adventure.
That was just the end of the intro.
The end of the intro, I should say. Yeah.
The end of the
if-
beginning.
Let's see. So Justin, you weren't here earlier on. I think
Mhm.
you watched some of the episodes, but the kind of overarching plot
I think
Yeah.
he's watched more episodes.
was
than we
that
have.
in the Yawning Portal, everyone has been talking about the dragons, and not flying dragons, but dragon is the name for a gold coin here in Waterdeep.
Yep.
And there's supposedly a dragon's entire horde that is hidden
Everyone's
somewhere in
looking for
Waterdeep,
it.
and people
Yeah.
are looking for it.
You're going crazy.
And I think Floon's friend told you guys about his father and like the item that was like. Did we talk about this? I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
I don't remember talking about it, but we could have.
Yeah, it was after the warehouse. You found that guy hiding, and he talked with you a little bit.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Let's see.
Okay. Gondo gold.
All right.
Right, I'm gonna let you kill
Okay.
this actually.
So this is what was said. I'm just gonna. It's been like 2 weeks.
Okay.
You want to do that
Let's
first?
listen to it.
No, just
Okay.
go ahead
We saying hold on to me or to him?
to him.
So the guy you rescued in a warehouse,
Mhm.
I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. His name was Renair. Can't remember. He had a famous last name. He's Neverember.
That's
So
right.
his father had previously been a Lord of Waterdeep, and now lives in Neverwinter. And anyways, so Renier was a friend of Floon and gave you the hint to like kind of go after him in the sewers. He said that the Zentarim thinks that his father, Lord Neverember, embezzled the large amount of gold when he is the open Lord of Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
The Lords of Waterdeep are masked lords, so no one knows who they actually are. And there's one open lord. Well, there's a new open lord now who's actually a female. But anyways, his father used to be the main known open lord of Waterdeep, and now he's actually gone up to to Neverwinter. So the Lord of Neverwinter
Okay.
is this guy's father. So he's like he's like a noble son.
Yeah.
And you guys just rescued him in a previous
Oh, okay. So
earlier in the
we get
day,
gold?
the day before. And he basically
got
said that they think the gold was from him, that he'd embezzled it from the city. So they think the gold is tied to him. And so they think they can find it using an artifact called the Stone of Golor, which is in the hand of the Xanathar Guild. So the Zentarim and the Xanathar Guild have been spilling blood in the streets. They're
Yeah.
basically a gang like turf
Yeah.
war.
Gang-
But they're
okay.
trying to capture this stone because apparently somebody stole it. And the Zents think he has it because it was his father's. So they've been hunting him down, and they mistook Floon for himself, which is why you guys are rescuing Floon.
Oh, I bet you our boss fight probably has him.
Okay.
He
Anyways,
was-
he says he doesn't have the stone. He doesn't know where it is. He says,
Ah, sorry. Continue.
Scared me.
Rip headphone users.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Apologies, man.
"Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. I just stood up and I was closer than what I ever am because I never have to scoot up this far.
Yeah. So that was kind of a clue towards the plot. You guys rest and relax. The paladin says her prayers, and basically saved everyone's butts the night before.
Despite the fact that nobody really knows that.
I think she knows it, which is all that matters.
Yeah, but I don't think she'd say anything. She's not gonna rub it in anyone's face. She's just gonna kind of go on because I think the way that she sees it is not even her. It's probably her planetar who saved her because she's the one that gave her the power to do
No,
this.
he didn't actually physically manifest.
Oh.
The planetar is like a heavenly messenger that like helps enact the will of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably just passed on her prayer to like whatever god you haven't selected that she serves. It's
I gotcha.
probably like Torm or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't selected the
It's-
thing out she searched yet.
I have.
What was the god that
What is that? No.
that Greece
Um,
worshipped? Talos? Oh,
No. I've already said it. It's gonna be Torm unless she says otherwise. So
Torm.
Torm the True. Alright, so it's the next morning. You guys have breakfast at the inn. A boy shows up and says, "Oh, Volo sent me to take you guys. He'll meet you at the old wagering house. And so once you're done with breakfast, let's go."
The Caitlin tips her veil at him.
Jurassic
My boy.
taps on Malthor and is like, "Do you know anywhere I could sell this?" And he brings up the orange gem he kind of jacked off of.
Speak up just a little bit, just because I'm like, sorry.
So, Jurassic taps on Malthor's shoulder, asks him anywhere he could sell that orange gem that he bummed off Xanar.
The dead body?
Yeah,
Looted, I think.
looted.
So, with that general store we visited after the Kinku situation, or before the Kinku, actually.
There's probably multiple like gem dealers here in town.
Yeah, so you would just point him in the general direction of the nearest one.
Okay. If you maybe like detour like a couple streets over on the way, you'll probably pass one on the way to
Okay.
where you're headed. All right. Any other things in the inn before we depart? Kale,
no.
you just need to level up your characters.
The Caitlin
right?
doesn't drink alcohol. But yes, I already have
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying she doesn't drink alcohol.
Just putting it out there, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just stick with the game. So, do you do anything in the inn before we leave?
No, I do not.
Okay, just make sure and get your characters leveled up before, and then what are you working on? Your familiar?
And that too.
You still working on the feats?
Yeah, just deciding whether or not to take a feat.
Here, let's not do that. That might damage the bite.
Yeah, you're right. I can just. And these two I can just hold for because it's not.
Sorry, I got lots of sticky notes.
All right.
Okay, so you guys follow the urchin. You take a side detour. If you want to erase the gem and give yourself 10 more gold pieces, that's its value.
There you go. Thank you.
Could he sell the knuckle bones as well?
No, he doesn't buy those.
Okay.
Those look like real knuckle bones. I deal in gems. What do you think this is?
Okay, all right.
And they're just kind of like worthless dice. I mean they have value as far as dice go,
And probably in the tribe or something.
but
Hey, dude, maybe you could sell it to to like a Dungeons and Dragons store. Are there any of those nearby?
Kale, stop. It's late. I want to play the game.
Too much metagaming.
Jeez. So yeah, I need you to be leveling up your characters.
Yeah.
So if you could focus on that. So you sell off your gem, and then you end up eventually. We'll say it takes you about 20 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
You end up outside a residence.
All right.
It's very tall. If you guys want to have a look, and then I'll show our audience. It looks like this.
Oh,
All right.
Oh,
So it's multi-story, very large.
and abandoned.
Worth a lot more than the 600 gold you'd been promised before, so I'll kind of show our viewers.
There you go. Yeah, you're good.
Up or down?
A little bit,
Down
little
just
bit
a
lower.
little bit. Perfect.
Little-
It is focused. You're good.
Okay, so the street name is called Troll Skull Alley, and like they mentioned before, it's kind of like run down. The business is closed up shop. There's an old shingle hanging out front, and it's kind of like grown over with some like mold and like sea spray, so it's hard to read it. But you could probably scrape it off and read the sign on the shingle. And also, you can hear voices inside. There's like transients living inside, even though it's a vacant. It's fairly common for like vacant buildings to have like people just like kind of living in them, especially since the roof looks really well intact. A couple of windows are broken down. There's like it's kind of like some windows are like broken out and like some doors are broken, but the main door is closed and it appears to have like a functioning like door handle and everything. But you can hear voices inside.
Malthor kind of sarcastically states, "Oh, wonderful! I lost my eye for. What is this? A wood house?
Yeah, the house is made of wood and other materials.
I think
It's
he's
probably
a lot
got
smarter than he actually is.
slate shingles for the roof. Anyways, then as you're kind of like going up, there's like a porch and you can tell one of the voices talking is actually Volo. It appears like he's already got inside, and you can hear some other voices. So at this point, I'll kind of let our audience know what's going on. We've got a variety of other PCs we've created. So we've randomly generated a large number of PCs. We also have a backlog of old PCs we've made that we haven't always used, or just we've got 20 or 30 characters kind of already ready to go, ranging in level from 1, 2, 3 up to about 5. So we're gonna use those characters throughout. So do you guys have any ideas as far as should we just randomly pick from them, or should I describe the character? We could have all these characters just present in here. I think we might just do that. Then we don't have to pick.
Yeah.
It's a big house. Yeah, we'll just say all these guys are here. Shall
So we hope it's
Satterless be present? Or
Oh,
not?
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And
He's always there.
Eravain's not on the scene yet, Kale. I don't think.
Okay.
Let's find his character sheet, and then maybe he'll kind of wander.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Well, he's
Alright.
He's not much of a vagrant. I think it'd be once it kind of gets some fame for a gambling place, you'd go there to get mercenary work. Because basically he was like a hired assassin.
And Satterless can feel the importance of this location.
Should we toss Sylvester's character sheet since he's dead?
He is dead. Yes.
But
Unless he transforms to a different
Did he have
realm.
a third sheet?
Yeah, that was his.
Do you want to toss those in the trash, maybe?
Oh, he didn't transform to another realm, Nathan?
No, I don't think so. I think he's toast.
Sure. He has 5 hit points though.
Why can't I find
He's-
it?
he
There's
is
another
dead.
character in there.
Is there
If
a
you-
water bottle in the fridge?
That's like a cold one.
Yeah.
I don't know if we
Yeah,
have
there are.
any ones in the fridge.
There
Oh, there.
There are.
Okay.
You're right. I'll grab one for you right here. They're pretty cold though. They're not
Yeah,
super cold, but they're cold.
Maybe later we'll just put some water bottles. We'll put a case of water
Okay.
in there.
Perfect.
Kale, what was the character we were looking for you? You had your first character ever.
Huh? Yeah, Dordre.
What did we do with him though? I thought we had pulled him out.
No, we did. I thought we put him in the pile of characters. Maybe not.
I have sad. What's his name? Dordre?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe did I file him already?
Because I remember that we had him out.
Is he a bard?
Yeah.
Not Artur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not our tour.
Yin. Druid. Shiku. Holy mackerel. Yeah,
Holy
we've got
I forgot about him.
we've got so many characters. Oh my
We
gosh.
do, and yeah, I think that's just my collection of characters.
Silas,
Mostly.
there's a bunch of mine in here.
Well, I think,
In here. What?
I think
we
Holy
might
Mackerel
lost
was Alexis.
Well, I thought I had-
Okay, well, he's just gonna have to show up with Eravain then.
Alexis
because
played him, but I created him. Yes, you're right.
He was a him for a
don't know
while,
where
for a
he
short
went.
while. Then Alexis started playing him and decided he wasn't her.
Mackerel the Holy. All right. Nice.
This is really odd. Like I don't. Oh, here he is. He's in this one. Dordre, bardic feature, elvish,
Mm-hmm.
half elf.
Yep, that guy.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. So okay. So you guys enter, and Bello is inside, arguing with a very well-dressed, richly appointed dwarf male. He's got a fiery, bright orangish red beard, and he's got like the tusks of like a boar, like kind of like woven into his beard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of like arguing with Volo, and then Volo kind of like interrupts and is like, "Oh, here they are now. They've arrived," and he seems kind of exasperated that he hadn't finish this conversation before you guys come in. So he seems like a little put out. What are we gonna ask, Kale?
Oh, nothing. It was just a mechanic thing that I found later, but I'll mention it later. on.
Okay, let's do this scene real quick, and
Yeah.
then we can maybe wrap that stuff up off camera, maybe.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I just off stream. Alrighty. Continuing.
Let's see. This guy's got a character sheet. All right. Okay, so Volo apologizes. He said, "Well, I acquired this residence, and I had seen it from the outside. I didn't realize that there were already residents living here. And they say the previous owner, before I bought it, had given them permission to kind of like live here. And so there's already some tenants here, so I could have them like run off, whatever." And the dwarf's like, "Run off," and he kind of like snorts. He's like, "I'll leave of my own volition if I want." And he kind of like bows, the dwarf does, and says, "Prince Ottigan, at your service." And he kind of, kind of like is like looking you guys over.
So he's a PC.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and I'll introduce all of them. We can kind of just play the scene. You can kind of see there's other people kind of like sitting around the room. There's another dwarf, a female dwarf. Off in a far corner, there's a couple orcs, like half orcs.
Okay.
And there's like a hooded character off in the shadows, and you can kind of hear some like noises of people walking around upstairs. So there's clearly like probably like close to a dozen people around. But right now Volo is just talking with this well-dressed dwarf, and he says he's Prince Ottigan. He's dressed like a prince. He's got like, a silver belt, and like, I mean, his clothes are much nicer than anything you guys have owned.
This is the ultimate crossover, honestly.
The ultimate crossover.
Yeah.
To
Just all of our characters.
how everybody's gonna be making cameos and so on.
Yeah.
Now these characters are all made in Forgotten Realms, and so for
Yeah.
whatever reason they've come back to Waterdeep or whatever.
Or have
so-
gone there for the first time.
Yeah, that works.
One's here to spread the word of his lord.
All right. So does anybody want to talk with Volo or tour the residence?
Thank you,
Uh,
Volo.
Mouther.
She goes to shake Volo's hand.
All right. He's like, yes, I'm glad
Okay,
you're
okay,
pleased.
Mouther's actually going to spawn his familiar, which is a rat, and Fey rat specifically. And he's going to go,
A Fey rat.
yes.
Okay.
And he's going to just kind of control the rat for a short while and just explore the inner workings of the building.
Okay. There's several. There's a basement like cellar down below where there's like a couple old barrels of probably maybe like bad wine or cider or whatever.
Aged wine.
Cider. And the upstairs has like a common sleeping area. There's some private rooms. There's a room with like a maybe like a gambling room type of place with like some gaming tables and that sort of stuff. And then upstairs there's like more private rooms. And in one corner of the house, it'd be like the front left corner of the house facing the street, is a tall turret. Made out of stone, like a stone turret that kind of goes off on its own that you could actually use for like a small private chambers for somebody. And then I've got a layout, like a floor plan layout in the back of the book if you wanted to kind of glance at it. Faces.
So,
Anyways, so you guys want to take like a half hour, an hour, and kind of just like stroll through and check out the place?
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
Alright, if you want to kind of show that to them real quick so they can get a rough idea.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If you're agreed, we can go to the magistrate. He's not too far from here. And we can sign the
Sure, there's a
papers,
wine
and this will be
cellar.
your new place. And
I think it sounds like a deal.
Yeah, Mouther catches his rat, who jumps down from the roof, puts him in his not a satchel. I already used a satchel. Puts him in his pocket
okay,
and just kind of
your
like
robes have like pockets built into it.
I was gonna say it has like maybe the pocket has a little hole so it can kind of go wherever it wants.
You guys show it to Kale real fast.
So, Jurassic, as soon as he finds the gamble kind of area, he instantly like rubs his hands together.
So he like claims that for his
Yeah, he just kind of shuts the door behind him and just starts chunking everything out for himself.
Volo's paid the boy a couple coins, and the boy took a rag. And when you guys exit the residence, he's like wiped off the sign, and on the sign it says "Wayward Dice," and it's our our channel name, our stream title,
Don't
and
meta it.
also, yeah, we thought it would be fun to have
throw
our,
that in there.
have our adventuring hub
Be a wager hall.
be also the name of our channel. So, yeah, it's a wager. It was formerly a wagering house. So, anyways, you guys head off to the magistrates and sign the documents, and you have a copy of the deed now, and then the Waterdeep courts have a copy as well. You've signed twice, and they've kept a record, and you guys also have a record.
Okay. How many of
And
us signed? Did all of
the
us
5
agree
of
to
you.
signing? Nice.
Yeah, and I don't know if somebody on the back of their character sheet, maybe Jurassi's, and
Kaylin?
Lakaylin.
Not Lachlan.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep saying his name. That's weird.
Her.
On the bottom left corner where it says background,
Sure.
well, she has spells, so on his, since he doesn't have a spell sheet, that
Sure.
bottom left corner,
Already down the bottom.
on the
left
very
there.
bottom left, you can just
Okay.
put deed and just write the first names of everyone.
Oh,
So
yeah, you can do that.
Lakaylin,
Just spell that Lecalain.
Lecalin.
these are all the people on the.
And then I'd probably write down Jurassic next because it's kind of like...
Actually, if we could write that on hers and on Mouther's, maybe even. Just the people who signed the deed.
Yes.
It'd be Mouther. So if all 5 of these characters die, then I don't know who will be the owners, but
Oh, I don't have that.
well, you can just put it in the bottom, just down here.
Yep.
Like the deed. Be like Kaylin, Mouther, Dondo, Jose, and Jurassic, like the founding members. Bless you.
Thank you.
A
Dio
Dio
and
and
Okay, like a
Dondo, exactly. The most basic,
exactly like I thought.
the most basic way you can think of it.
Okay, so
Caitlin, Mouther. What's the order we got?
Kaylin, Jurassic, Jose.
I don't think it matters, you know?
so a few of the patrons. There's a pair of monks.
Mm-hmm.
One's kind of like hideously deformed, kind of like hides his face. But there's a female monk, and I don't know, and like a sailor girl, who all kind of pitch in and kind of help, kind of like sort of clean up and straighten things. But there's enough damage. You guys are probably gonna have to invest some money to kind of like repair and properly build up this place.
I think
How
Lakaylin.
much money is gonna have to go into it?
Quite a bit. I actually have a table here. I can look it up. I do actually want to introduce the other residents of the building already. This place could probably house several dozen people because of the common rooms, common sleeping rooms. There's not a lot of private residences, maybe half a dozen. Sorry, not private rooms. But there's several common rooms that people can sleep in.
I think Lakaylin is gonna like reference Jurassic, and I think she's gonna say, "I know this is a little unorthodox, but I think we could start up something before it's really ready to go, even if it's considered illegal."
What?
And I think
What
we'd be
is-
fit to handle that.
What are you referencing?
Like make basically like turning this place into like a gambling place, but it would be illegal likely, right? Before it was.
Yeah, it's like gambling's not illegal here.
Oh, it's not illegal.
No.
That makes sense. All right. I
No,
think.
it formerly was like a
Oh,
wagering house.
Okay.
It was called a wagering house, not like a gambling den. That would imply
so-
like illicit gambling.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I mean, I was
not
just
illegal,
saying.
but I will happily
Oh,
handle this.
so cool. Thank you.
And regarding the situation, the common rooms, just with pallets on the floor, the house probably would sleep about 24 comfortably, counting the private rooms, without doubling up private rooms.
So
You could
how-
add more than one person into the private room and maybe hit 30.
How many private rooms are there altogether?
About half a dozen.
Half a dozen?
And
Oh,
one being
so
the
there's
turret.
enough for all of the six.
Technically, in the turret, you could have like the second floor and third floors. You could have the turret might actually hold like 2 different people if you split it.
Okay.
Also, the common rooms, if you invested in some like bunk bed type things, you could probably double or quadruple. You could probably get up to like maybe 3 or at the most maybe 4 dozen people. That may be pushing it, but probably 30 to 40 people.
So we could turn this thing into like an and a gambling hall
Yeah.
at the same time.
The common rooms generally, like you kind of want to get people maybe drinking a little bit too heavily and then gambling their money away, and then they just pass out upstairs and then wake up the next morning and do it all over again.
Okay.
Let them dry. That was kind of its reputation before. So
So what I'm thinking is, how
people
much
lose
money
their way and find their way here and lose their money too.
do we have to put into this this gambling house?
I say we just start it right away. I mean, We could pull up all of our money together, and
We've already got a lot of people here.
yeah, I mean,
I'm not spending any money on this place, by the way.
I think she points at like some of the people here, and I think she
You
think
will
she
not
makes
be
an
kicked out of
announcement.
the room.
I think she tries to get people. I think she's gonna try getting people kind of all gathered up in a central area, and I think she's just gonna ask everyone like what their names are, and who they are, and then
Okay.
yeah, she has a
All
plan
right.
after.
So there's quite a bit of like general damage and a need for furniture. Some of it's the winter time now, so there's like some water damage and stuff. So it might take maybe not 2,000 gold, maybe half that, maybe like 1,000 gold between the different carpenter's fees and different fixtures and furnishings and that kind of stuff. You also, if you want to turn it into like an inn kind of place, you probably would need to buy like stocks of food and like maybe hire some employees,
Some
that
ale, yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah.
So we can look at that stuff maybe at a future time.
Do we have enough people to like fill in those slots?
Well, there's
for-
definitely counting the people living here plus you
Yeah.
guys. You could probably kind of start small.
Start small with the people who actually live. Like
Work
you
towards
live
that.
here to pay for your like
Yeah.
rent, kinda.
So let's go ahead and introduce the other people. So I already mentioned Prince Ottigan, and I described him as having the fiery beard and the bearing of a prince. He kind of hangs out with the female dwarf. She introduces herself, if you ask her, as Luckface. And
okay.
Luckface doesn't really describe her facial appearance. She's been heavily tortured. Her skin is like flayed and scarred. And like she's got hair, but it's like, I mean, she's just been brutally. Just when she's like moving around, you can sometimes see like gaps in her clothes, or you can see where like she's scarred all over. She looks terrible.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, and she also has a suit of armor which she's not wearing, but it's like a dwarven armor, and Prince Ottigan has them as well, but they don't wear it around the house. But they keep their armor off to one of the rooms they have, and her armor is covered in spikes. And he is very nice, like well kept armor, like plates and like chainmail and stuff, like a proper like princely like armor. Not like a full suit of armor, but it's definitely like it's the nicest armor in the house. So very princely. It's got some gold like filigree and stuff. I mentioned the two monks. So the female's name is Tanda, and she's a monk. She says she's the caretaker for the other monk there. His name is Pico Ro. She says his name is Pico Ro, and he's taken a vow of silence and poverty. So don't be offended. But if you need anything, just talk to me, and I'll communicate your desires to him. And if there's any issues, let her know. So that's 4 of the characters: 2 monks and 2 dwarves. I mentioned there's a couple of half orcs. A male and a female. The male, his black hair actually is speckled with like gray hairs, so he's kind of older, which means in half orc years, maybe he's like in his 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
But he's looking kind of like aged, whereas the female half orc looks like she's in her prime. She's even more muscly than the male.
So she's like
She's younger.
like 16, 17 years old or so.
Yeah, she's probably like a
Yeah.
teenager.
She's
maybe
literally way more built than Dondo.
20 on the high end, so she doesn't actually give her age. She introduces herself, if you ask, and she bothers to reply as Rue.
Rue.
Yeah.
Rue today.
Yes. Yes, exactly. She says Rue the day if you cross me. And
dress
she's
is
constantly
like,
like
"I like
sharpening like her daggers and stuff.
Yeah.
She's got like all black clothes and like a hood. Really shady character, but super muscly. And the other guy's name is Gut Jax. Okay, he's half orc, down on his luck. And he says he's friends with Rue, and she kind of snorts when he says it.
All right.
All right. Any questions about the first half of people there?
Nope.
I mentioned there's a shady character in the shadows. You realize that similar to the Kenku you guys slew earlier in the warehouse, this is another Kenku. There's a small number of them around Waterdeep. They're generally criminals. And they don't really speak common that well. They tend to parrot or mimic other people.
But this one has an interesting way of communication.
How does it communicate? You remind me?
Telepathically.
Kenku.
How does he do that?
That is race.
He's a warlock.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
telepathic
cool.
communication.
Yes, he
Yeah, I
does.
like it.
That was like his
So like
entire
you just like hear
shtick.
this voice in your head.
Thought I killed off all the telepaths. All right.
You
No,
already tried.
oh no.
The building's not in very good condition. And just part of it
he's
just
made a
crushes it.
pact with
Does he
literally
introduce himself
Cthulhu.
by name?
He says, or he makes like a panda noise.
I think he mimics you. Like, why are you so sad? And he's like, sad. We'll just call him sad for now.
All right.
It's about the only noise he actually makes is just
Yeah.
sad.
Sad.
Okay.
And this is a previous character who's making a cameo appearance. We've missed him, her, I don't know.
Him, the being of
Like Jose, who is now an it.
Kale, do you want to introduce your we'll save
Dordre?
Dordre till he comes in the second day. Maybe he's been out. Like,
Okay.
He's been out working. Maybe he comes in late at night.
Yeah, I mean, Dordre is a bard, so I mean, he'll probably go out to like
Yeah,
inns.
so we'll introduce him
Oh,
last.
it's Dordre.
Yeah,
now I
my
remember
first
him.
character ever.
Yeah.
who I
Okay,
made.
well, since we're talking about him, why don't you introduce your first character ever?
Sure. Yeah. So this is my first D&D character, and I thought my first D&D character should be basically me. So I made a character who resembles me a lot. He sings. He does just like fun, crazy stuff. In fact, I think those were like the biggest shenanigans I tried pulling whenever I was playing Dordre, and this is definitely going to still be the case.
Yeah, he killed a bugbear with one shot.
I did in the starter campaign. I literally like was gone one day, and then I came back and just bang, and I won.
Yeah, I think they were struggling, and you just like showed up and like saved
exactly.
the day.
Yeah,
I remember him now.
It was
Yeah.
super fun.
That
And we
bugbear-
also killed a goblin by making him peeing himself from laughing so hard, which was Toshicity's laughter. So, yeah, that's
This is
that's
the one
my
that
dude.
survived the starter set.
Yeah.
He did survive the
I
starter
remember
set.
him now.
Kariz also survived the starter set, but
Who
he's
did?
not
Chris
Kariz.
Guitar, the pickle farmer.
He was descended from a
Was he a
family. of pickle
half
farmers.
orc?
His
He
family
was.
was a pickle farmer.
Half
Do you
orc
still
pickle
have
farmer.
him?
I do. I was gonna bring him in next week.
Didn't he
Okay.
actually? Yeah.
Alright.
Then he resorted to
We
selling
should
mugs.
probably
after that.
loot all of our files at school for our old PCs and bring them in.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Anyways,
we should
alright.
start doing this.
So I did
Okay.
with
Okay.
Sad and
What
Kariz.
time do we have? Oh man, it's almost okay.
We're
So
going pretty soon.
Yeah.
there's two others, two females. One is a wizard,
Mm-hmm.
and off of the I think on the third floor, off of one of the common rooms, there's kind of like a library and then an antechamber that has where she set up like some like alchemical like potion mixing kind of brews and stuff, and she like wants you guys to stay away, and she says she'll pay for room and board if you guys have been new owners.
Yeah.
She wants to be left alone and have an area where she can kind of like work off in privacy or whatever, and if you need certain things repaired or whatever, she can use her magic to do that.
I guess no, I'll wait until after you're introducing everybody. Like Kaylin
Okay,
has an idea.
she says her name is Lumeon Edendelen. So we'll call her Lumeon.
All right.
Her last name's kind of a mouthful. And since I mentioned she can fix things for you guys, I'm just going to adjust her cantrip from message to mending.
Instead of pointing and telling you something in your head, she points and fixes your item in your hand.
So she
Whoa.
can fix things just kind of like as minor little things to she has credit. She actually has an interesting spell
Can
selection.
she fix a dismembered arm?
Or an eye.
Nope. No, like broken objects, not broken people.
Ropes.
Can she at least
she mentions she's a transmuter and an alchemist.
I mean, Dondo is enough of a tool. You probably can do it.
So we have a wizard female transmuter, and then the last one is Melanie Denariel. She's a half-elf sailor, and so she kind of cusses like a sailor as well. So she's just very flamboyant and outgoing, and so as far as class goes, she's a rogue. So let's just do a little meta
Rogue count
reveal.
15.
Prince Ottigan is a dwarf cleric.
Okay.
Serving Morden. Luckface is a dwarf barbarian. She's got the special Battle Rager barbarian.
Oh yeah, because you have to be a
archetype.
dwarf for that. Nice.
Yep. Tanda Mindlay is a monk. She's a Sun Soul monk. Pico Rowe is just a plain old monk. He's got the Way of the Open hand.
He's like a hobgoblin,
Yeah.
isn't he?
He is a hobgoblin. So we have a monster race that was generated randomly. Rue is a half-orc rogue. Got Jax as a half-orc fighter. Sad
Or less.
is a Kenku warlock with apparently telepathy. So he can solve the communication barrier sometimes. Dordre, as mentioned, is a half-elf bard.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we even had like a drawing.
Ooh, I want an Aarakocra so that I can figure out how my wings
Yeah, this
get
is probably like the one thing I'm
Oh, wow,
proud
that's a
of.
really good
I
drawing.
think there was a wingless Aarakocra down in the.
Yeah. Yeah, it was inside.
Yeah,
of
I
the
think they did.
Those are like the eagle people, right?
Oh, Nathan, I just remembered Aravan's last thing was he was talking to a dragon inside of the dragon's lair, and then then I ended up believing him.
He probably made a pact with the dragon and got away.
He wanted to basically eat these gnomes. And
We'll have to
walk
adjust
away
his-
from him.
We'll have to adjust his bond to he has some sort of dragon quest.
Sure, maybe this is maybe he was so close to finding the money, and he didn't. Ooh.
Lumeon is a human female wizard of the Transmutation School, and Melanie was the half-elf sailor. Her class is rogue, so I think those are all of our starting people. We'll probably add in others. And
Yeah,
then,
definitely.
has Malthor been updated?
Yes.
Alright, and you're sure?
Yep.
We can toss this? And then
I don't want to toss
have-
it. It's got good art.
Okay, you wanna... I just don't want to keep it with... Why don't you
Yeah.
hang on to it, take it home or something? Or are you wanting to
That's
keep it here?
Good art. I'll put it like
That won't work.
that won't work.
No, this is my organizational area.
That is
that's
correct.
why I'm throwing them away. So
Then I'll bring it with me.
we already have too many papers.
Yeah, I'll just bring it with me.
Okay. And then we've got Jurassic updated.
Okay.
And Jose. And then we've got LaKaylin.
The
You're
only ones
still
I have
working on
updated
those.
are the specific like items they're
Alright.
carrying.
If you're interested in suggesting character build concepts, we can. We need to finish these.
Yeah,
so.
personality traits and flaws. I need to roll for them.
So you can email us. The email is linked on our page along with our show times.
Yeah.
Play on Friday and Saturday nights. We are probably doing a Halloween special for like an hour,
Oh, cool. On Halloween
which
night.
is a week from this Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays from now on the 31st. And I'm just checking.
Something. I don't know. It's gonna be something special.
My schedule's clear for next week. Now you won't be here Friday night next week, right?
Yeah, I won't be here Friday.
But I think we can still meet. I don't know if you're free Friday nights or just Saturday nights. But
Friday night's a football game, so no.
okay.
Okay.
So this coming Friday night, we might need to cancel, or we'll just have a small group.
Yeah.
Unless we can get like some remote issues sorted out,
Mhm.
and then we'll have a game Saturday night next week. So real quick, our Kale, do you want to explain the idea for the Wayward Dice wagering house?
Wayward Dice idea.
And maybe
We're-
talk about what led us to playing
Well,
this.
basically, Nathan and I thought, hey, it'll be really cool in D&D. Oh yes, doing dungeons a lot. So then we said, how can we do dungeons a lot with a wide variety and cast of characters that we can just kill off and grab other characters with? And we said, oh yes, we'll just take our channel name and turn it into a place. So then we took our channel name and turned it into a place called Wayward Dice. And we were like, hey, this is really cool. Okay, no, in all reality though,
That's sort of true. We did actually put a lot of effort, and I think it took us a few weeks to come up with the Wayward Dice.
Yeah, we were. It took us quite a while to come up with our channel name because we wanted something that sounded good and cool and not weird and bad. So we did that. I guess cool really wasn't the right word for there. We are literally playing Dungeons and Dragons in the middle of the night.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so
Okay,
let me go ahead and
That's
explain
cool.
that. So with Wayward Dice, the idea being that like there's some chance involved and things kind of go not according to plan, as we've discovered tonight even. And so with this adventuring hub,
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I just had a realization. The first Wayward Dice bet that we made was on our character that just died. Like the perfect idea of what we actually wanted to happen.
Yes.
Happened
So what
first.
we've realized is this idea we've had fits really well with our play style. I think you've been rated for that. And Jurassic is gonna kind of maybe be running the wagers, maybe. So we randomly created this guy, and he's kind of like seemed to naturally fit into the role of a wager master. So he might adventure, but basically we have this huge cast of people to pull from. And as we go on different adventures, what we're going to do is create adventuring companies from the available PC pool, and they will place wagers or bets on how successful they'll be at accomplishing whatever task they're undergoing. Whether it's delving into Undermountain, we're looking at some episodic style play, kind of like a TV serial show or something where you cut scenes between different groups. So if we play for a month with one group, and we want to switch and like do something else, or somebody else wants to take a turn DMing on like a little side quest or side adventure with different groups. Our Halloween special might be one of those things where they place bets on like us, and we just play like a one-off adventure on Halloween.
They got like a scrying bowl so they can watch it like the Hunger Games, you know, and they're just like
we can do a...
they can see everything happening. And they're like, I'm putting down just a little more money, you know.
So it's like a future, a past TV.
Yes,
Magic TV.
Fantasy
Ball.
TV.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, so that's kind of like our idea. So next week, we'll jump back into the Dragon Heist adventure, and everybody's leveled up to level 4.
Yes.
And like I mentioned earlier, unless we have a pre-made character who's below level 4, all of our future random gens will start at level 4.
4 or 5.
4.
4. Oh yeah,
Because
future,
that's where you.
Future, you're right. Yeah.
That's where you get a
Ability score.
2 attribute increases or a feat, and so that will give just enough power, I think, for people to start off. They won't just take like random people. They need to have people with some sort of adventuring experience.
Yeah.
And so we can justify level 4 start. We are looking forward to playing in more large dungeons against more large enemies, such as dragons. We just saw Mind Flayer.
Who you wanted us to pit against.
And if you thought that mage was hard, the Mind Flayer would have been twice,
Yeah,
4 times more powerful.
Yeah, that's
Anyways.
literally like...
right to the brain.
Kale was afraid of what was going to happen.
I was actually debating whether in the next round if the mage was going to cast his other fireball.
Oh, God. Like on
so-
us to kill us?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
them to kill everybody.
No, like back, like the same, like just a repeat performance that would have
Oh
ended
God,
everywhere.
no.
Anyways, yeah, that opening crit actually prevented that from happening, fortunately, because then the second blow was able to. Yeah. Yeah, so that was fun. We could do a quick debrief. I think we explained the channel idea. That's kind of like our big reveal is we're going to have wagers placed, and we're hoping this also will facilitate audience interaction as well. I don't know if we have any comments or anything. I can't see it.
No, not currently. But yes, and like he said, if you guys have any kind of ideas, which even means like if you just like have a character, you could send in a picture or a PDF of that, and we might throw them in there, or you could hear their name brought up, or we could even play the character. I mean, just any kind of idea you have, an adventure you thought of, just something. Just
Submit
send
some
it to
information.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you
send
want
it
to
to us.
request that somebody run something, all of us have DM before, so I mean, your experience was DMing and now playing, so anyway, so if like we'll take turns DMing. I won't be DMing all the time, so I think now that we've got this part, I wouldn't mind playing. I have a bunch of characters I could dust off and play as well, so
Glad back from the dead.
I'm hoping to get us through the Dragon Heist adventure and into Undermountain, and then from there we can either take rolls. Somebody could do different levels of Undermountain.
Yeah.
I've never actually DM'd Undermountain before. I've always wanted to.
That's because it doesn't exist, right?
Or I can play there.
Oh, I guess it does exist, just not in 5e, right?
Yeah, Undermountain's been released in multiple.
Oh, okay,
editions,
that
so.
makes sense.
So what was your thoughts on your first time as a player?
It's pretty fun. I like the roleplay aspect of it. I haven't really... I mean, I have like roleplayed like all the NPCs, but like take a character itself and like focus just on what they would do.
I think you totally did justice to Jurassic.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And I think if you only had the one PC, you would have without having to mess with Jose. We are trying to play with a larger party, just so if somebody dies, like it's not like game over if you have like 3 characters.
I mean, it almost was the case where it's just game over for everybody.
Yeah.
Even though we all had 2.
I don't usually roll high in fireball spells, so I don't always cast them. I actually debated whether to do that, but I thought everybody's bunch up the stairs. This is what Nork would do. He would blast with fire. So I was like, well, we'll just roll, and it was like...
I love you clarified by like, hang on, so everybody's on the stairs except for the Kalen. You're like, yeah, pretty much.
A max damage roll is 48, and I rolled a 35, so it was pretty high. So what do you think of playing versus DMing as far as like your... like
It's like a little less stressful. Like sometimes when you're DMing, you're kind of like watching a group of kids and trying to get everyone on the same topic.
Yeah.
you're like describing tonight.
Yeah. So I like to just having to play, just getting to like listen to the story. I like it a lot better.
Okay. How about you, Zach?
I think it's actually my second ever character who's died.
Who was your first character that died?
Gara Alicinero, also at your hand, I'll have you know.
Also by fire?
Also by fire.
Oh wait, was it the fire trap?
It was fire trap.
That was in the what was the one in Schultz? What was the name of that adventure?
That was the.
the
Not Curse of Strahd.
It was a dragon one. It was a thing.
no, it was the death curse.
The death curse. Yeah. We were trying to solve the death
Why
curse.
did I
No.
think of the name of it?
Yeah.
And Shiku pretty much died, but maybe he didn't die.
No, he did die.
Did Glib die? Maybe not.
Glib, no, Glib
Glib
lives
is-
on.
Glib died in the exact same adventure. It was just the next.
Yeah.
It was just the next bad
I
part.
think Glib's on like level 87 of Undermountain.
Oh wait, yeah,
Yeah.
Nathan. Because remember he was reincarnated as the
Was
king of a
it Tomb
different
of
spot.
Annihilation?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's
So
what
in
it
Tomb
was.
of Annihilation, there was a fire trap in one of the maybe one of the old camps or something.
It was.
was,
You
uh,
pass through
yeah,
the legs of a statue or something.
exactly.
We entered the hind end.
It was bad. We
Yes,
died.
You
yeah.
went
well,
in the back
The back
door to
My-
the temple.
my
thing.
favorite character that I've ever made,
Shiku
roleplay
Ranini,
wise,
the
yes,
savior of
died.
all.
But we still have his character sheet, and he might have just been charred, but got up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we teased this at the end of our last episode.
We did.
So,
We did talk about Shiku.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think at the time when he died, we had decided, I think it was a group vote, that he would be reincarnated.
Probably.
It has taken a year for that spell to kick in, and so in the last week, in game time, he's actually reincarnated and is now making his way towards Waterdeep.
Let's
Outside
hope.
Can we roll
Let's
to
hope.
see
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, we'll do that later. We might even do that.
How many
in-game.
miles
No,
away
he's
is
still
he
a
from
goblin.
Waterdeep? Can
He's
I at
always
least
a
roll a d100 and see
Um,
how many miles away? Or how many days away he is?
well, he's at sea, so
Oh, can I still roll just to see? Just to see. He's 28 miles away.
Okay.
So 28 sessions from now.
Yeah.
Nuts.
We'll
Um,
nuts.
yeah. So anyway, so you've
Yeah.
lost your second character ever.
Yeah, and the only character I've killed was your character too.
Which character was that?
That was Glib, the best character, honestly.
Did
I didn't
Glib
want to
die?
kill him.
Yeah, Glib
Glib
died. Remember Glib died, but
Oh.
then he was the king of gnomes.
For
just a
so
little
I think
while.
Lib died from some party
It was a poison
Yeah.
shenanigans.
It was a
It
poison
was-
trap. Someone tried to throw him like a football, and he fell down into a pit. And
So we were
died.
playing with some other players who kind of threw.
The
I
match.
had this gnome. Was it a gnome?
It was a
He,
gnome.
he,
It was-
he,
yeah,
he
it
was
a gnome.
yeah he was a gnome.
He's a pathological liar named Glib.
And
He was also the
was-
king of
anyways,
snails.
He was amazing.
They threw him into a pit filled with poison.
Yeah, it was
And
poison
spikes.
gas
Knocked him
that was
out,
filling
he
up
took
slowly,
damage, and he just
died.
almost instantly.
Yeah.
it
And
was.
we can.
They picked him up and
retcon
threw him
that.
like he was a football. So it was pretty bad. And I think they did it again with the different character, and
So
it
our,
worked.
our players weren't really taking the game seriously, and I was kind of done. And then my character kind of like died, and I was like, yeah, whatever. It was time to end.
Yeah,
So we
But
never
he was
really.
a good character. It was.
Did
It was
I think I threw away his character sheet, maybe.
maybe
Potentially,
Well,
but
I have a file at my classroom, so I think I'll
We could try
check
to find
and
him again.
See if he's still in there.
Oh, I was
Go
gonna
for it.
say though. Do we have any last words to say?
I didn't finish my.
Yeah, I think it was him, and then you get to talk.
Oh
My
yeah,
debrief.
definitely. Okay.
So yeah, I did like it. I didn't like losing Xanar. He was my boy. I don't want to lose
Boy,
Malthor. He's also my boy. But I'd rather lose Xanar over
you
Malthor.
have a lot of children.
I have a lot of children.
All right.
My loins are on fire. But
I thought that was his loins on fire.
his loins are literally on
Did you
fire.
say,
Mine are
Scarred
just
for life.
making many babies.
Halted from working.
Various races too. So I definitely like the way this campaign is going,
Uh-huh.
and I also just love that I get to play sadder less because I got 2 sessions in before I started DMing
Yeah.
that session.
Yeah, so you created him, and then I passed the baton over to you. You've taken it over for me twice, I think, haven't you?
Yeah, twice.
I think he's taken over 2 campaigns, so I could play, and he could get some DM experience.
I thought I did pretty good, except for the Cholt one kind of started lagging because of the way the party was doing it was just kind of
Yeah, it was more the players. It wasn't you at all. The players were undecisive.
I was trying to really speed it up.
Yeah, it was fun though. Right until I think school ended.
Yeah.
How about you, Kale?
I think following off what you were saying, I think I really enjoyed. Wait, I thought of something very, very smart. Not smart, but it was literally agreeing with you on something that you said. Whatever.
Oh, too late.
Very, very fun. I'm very sad that we did end up losing a character. I feel like it would have been an extremely dramatic moment if Kaylin actually would have taken the fireball. But I think that's completely okay because this is going to totally do something different.
Yeah, Kennan's probably gonna die
But
sometime.
I have a bit of.
We're all gonna die.
I love the thought that like with Jurassic doing this and also like Kaelin being charismatic as well, that eventually, if you think about it, say that we do enough stuff, the Wayward Dice might just like grow into this giant monopoly across Waterdeep, where like you have like different
franchises.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we'll have like the Wayward Burger. Like we'll have like tons of different names of things.
The Wayward Dice Burger.
Yeah, exactly. It just like the Wayward Dice is like just this title that you throw into things to make a lot of money, but you have to pay royalties.
So instead of like McNuggets, we'd have the Wid Nuggets.
No, the Wayward Dice Nuggets. Like it's wordy, but that has to be on there for them to actually make
No,
them.
like WD Nuggets.
Oh, I see.
Wid
what you-
Nuggets.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say, as I think like kind of like a resolution thing after all the characters like meet Kaelin, I think that she takes a piece of paper and like I guess nails it into the wall right at the door and it says staff on it and she has everyone sign their name to put as a staff, like as the 5 original people put their names on it. And then, like, kind of just like a script where everyone writes their name on there for the staff.
So just the people who paid a room
Literally,
here are staff.
no. Literally, the people who haven't even paid. They just showed up and kind of just vagrants.
Hey, you want a job? Just kind of walk
I mean,
in this building.
Like, do you guys like that idea?
I
We
mean,
could
like
make the
that's-
half orc, the big guy, the bouncer.
Oh, that's Carice. He's gonna come in here and just like.
I think Luckface wants bouncer duty.
Oh yeah, bouncer.
Yeah.
She can have it.
Carice will arm wrestle her.
The
yeah.
alchemist already knows how to mix stuff up, so she's a bartender.
He's already won.
You're literally
Um,
making
so
the alchemist a bartender.
So just kind of like end things then. In the meantime, before we play again,
Mm.
you can put out like help wanteds, like that you're hiring for staff, maybe like barmaids and chefs and that sort of thing, and maybe people like clean rooms and all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
sure.
There's probably like a small stable out back off the main street, and so it just needs a lot of work. So we'll look at the gold situation. I don't think you have enough gold to fully fix it up right away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
see
think
one pieces.
You might want to do some more adventuring to get if you could find this horde of dragons.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll definitely
Dragon
have enough.
coins, gold
Horde of
coins.
dragons, just like 5 dragons in one spot.
5,000 dragons. You thought the orc mage was hard.
Okay, you take 500 d8s of damage because they fire breath you.
I'll round it all down.
Oh, thank you, Nathan. You're so kind.
How much gold
Still,
do
everyone's
you two have?
incinerated.
Huh?
That's
gold.
41, 4 pieces of gold for Jose, and then 41.
28
for
combined for
Rossi.
both my characters.
I got 19 right
I
here.
lost 2 gold in my last encounter.
Yeah, we probably like a little.
We have about like
pieces.
100 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Also,
yeah.
final
Oh,
piece
yeah,
of
yeah.
loot was you did have that book.
Oh,
Uh,
I'll just weird
Well,
book.
just
we'll have
since
to
it's
put it
been a
down
few
there.
days, I don't. Have you shown it to Mouther at all?
No, I've probably just kept it myself. I think I've looked through it. I guess I probably gave it to him.
All right, then I'm gonna just roll on my proficiency because I have Arcana. The thing.
Arcana.
Oof.
Wow, you were bad. Give him inspiration.
Hold on,
Give
that's,
inspiration.
Hold on, you don't.
I
You
had
don't need
it.
to roll.
Inspiration, yeah.
Since you're a wizard, you would recognize it immediately as being
Oh.
a spell book.
That could be.
Oh, nice.
So we can talk about what spells are in it. Maybe you can study them and see what's in there. And any spells you don't know could be added to your repertoire.
Then throw that into your thing, so I don't have to write it down.
A run sheet.
I sell it to you
He's in here
for
somewhere.
50 gold. I'll sell it to you.
Okay, so next time we'll pick up, I think in game terms, we have finished chapter 1 and ready to start chapter 2, where we've got our adventuring hub now. We're actually expanding off the Dragon Heist story, so one of my main motivations to buy the story was the adventuring hub that was like included in chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, well, this is great with our idea.
Yeah.
And from here we can explore all of the Forgotten Realms and other planes of existence
Perfect.
and everything.
And also the Yawning Portal is in the same exact city, so we
Mhm.
could like go steal one of those portals and put it in here.
And our player who's not here, Ethan, is actually DMing another group with the Yawning Portal adventuring book that I have.
Oh, sweet.
He's running that right now, so I don't actually have it here. He's got it.
Nice.
So that's kind of cool. He's using that. But we will use the Yawning Portal to access Undermountain in a few weeks. And I think with the Dragon Heist, we can continue with this adventure, but Undermountain will be available. So what we'll do, we might actually have one group adventuring in the Dragon Heist, hunting for treasure,
Yeah.
while another group actually goes in Undermountain. We can switch between groups during the sessions or do individuals. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. But there's lots of opportunities to do that.
Perfect. Well, I think that about
Is
wraps
that
it
time?
up.
Oh, yeah,
Any
we're-
last words?
Nope.
No.
Esteban Julio.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to Wayward Dice. Hope you guys all have a great night, rest of your day, or whenever you're watching this.
Our final word should always be Shiku Shiku Ranini
No.
Returns.
returns.